the wickets. That's been the story and that's been the struggle for Australia up till now. Today, of course, we've had a little delay. There's been a lot of rain around, came to the ground. The groundsman had done exceedingly well to keep the covers on before the pour actually happened, but then it did actually come down. Now we're all set. It's a little moist, that's all right, but we're all set for the game. My guest today in the ground, or the little wet ground, that's Adar Ali Khan. Adar, obviously it's an important game for Australia, but it's equally important for Bangladesh.
Yes, it's very, very important for Bangladesh to realize that they're in with a chance to win the series if they go and play well in all three departments and come out winning ways in the end. Don't take Australia lightly. They are strong enough to come back strongly. You cannot be complacent. And what they would be thinking is that if you look at back what they have done in the last 6 matches at home in this ground, Bangladesh has won all 6 matches. And that's exactly what Russell Domingo would be just reminding, a soft reminder to the boys. Yes, 2 wins in the bag. Don't take them lightly, but if you have an opportunity, grab it with both hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything to play for Bangladesh. Russell Domingo definitely knows a lot about the importance of this game, and probably rightly so. He would just be reminding his players, especially led by Mahmudullah, to not go out there and have any complacency going into this contest, because Australia, we all know how good a team it is. Yes, it's not clicked yet, but we, of course, will never be wanting any side to take an Australian team lightly.
Absolutely. And also the fact that if you look at the way we have battled, we've won both matches, but we haven't scored that many runs. So Australia will also be thinking about exploiting these conditions in their favor. We'll have to wait and see the combination they'll go in. But Australia is under tremendous amount of pressure. Bangladesh on top, they have dominated, but there's still 3 more matches to go.
Absolutely, 3 more games to go. But if you want to look at the conditions that you want actually perfect for yourself, you would be here in the afternoon. Because you're here in the afternoon, keeping the biobubble precautions and quarantine stuff around going in a very cautious manner. So we sent Parvez Maroof ahead of the time that we came in before the rain actually arrived. So he is here with the pitch report.
Rana ball per over in the last 2 games. It's been tough work for the batsman. It's going to get even tougher. Using pitch number 5, which was used for the first game. Just taking a closer look. There's hardly any grass for the last 2 games. And it's going to be tough work even for more batsmen. And also for Australia, they've been getting a lot of spin bowling, as well as the fast bowlers of Bangladesh is bowling lots of cutters into the wicket. That's been the trick work for Bangladesh. Overall, batsman, again, is going to be hard work, as I mentioned. And also, spinners coming in the middle and picking up wickets. That's been the key point for Bangladesh. So I reckon this wicket's going to get even slower. Anything close to 130 is a good score, and team batting first will most likely to win this game.
I like the way Parvez Maroof keeps dropping those scores that the players must be looking at. So it's going to be very important what the captains actually go out there and decide. Shamim Chowdhury caught up with the captains.
Very good evening and welcome to the toss in this very, very important match, the 3rd of the Bongo T20 series. Out in the middle, we have the 2 captains, Mahmudullah Riyad and Matthew Wade, and of course, the match referee, Niyama Rashid Rahul. So if you'd like to toss the coin, please, gentlemen.
Heads.
There's the toss. Heads is the call.
Would like to have
Bangladesh have won the toss. Mahmudullah Riyad, what have you decided?
I would like to have a bat first.
Batting first, a bit of rain in the air, so what has dictated that decision for you?
I think probably would like to have a good total on the board first. Then, because our bowlers have been bowling really well, so we'd like to keep to restrict them.
Right, Matthew Wade, would you have done something different if you had won the toss?
Yeah, we probably would have bowled just a little bit of weather around. That would be the only reason. Yeah, we're not 100% sure what's going to happen with the weather, but yeah, we probably would have bowled on that reason.
Well, Mahmudullah Riyad, let's hope the weather holds up and we have a full game. 2 up in the series, you're looking to go and take this series in this match, aren't you?
Obviously, I think it's a big opportunity for us, so we'd like to grab it tonight.
Right, and Matthew, it's a tough job coming in 2-0 down, so you'll have to really pull up your socks and put in your best.
Yeah, absolutely. The advantage is there's 3 games left now, so we can still win the series. Yeah, we've got to come in and improve on those first 2 performances, and hopefully we get the result today and push deep into this series.
Right, Mahmudullah Riyad, have you made any changes to your team today?
No changes. We're playing the same team.
Going with the winning combination. And what about you, Matthew?
Yeah, we've made 3 changes tonight. Philippi comes in and goes out, and Ben McDermott comes in. Dan Christian also comes in for Stark. He pulled up a bit sore, and Ty's having a rest, and we're bringing debutant Nathan Ellis in.
Right, very good luck to both of you gentlemen, and just a reminder, Bangladesh winning the toss and deciding to bat first.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Bangladesh remains unchanged, Athar.
The winning combination, but if you look at the top 5, they were 67 for 5 at one stage in that last match. So the top 5 matters quite a lot for Bangladesh. Yes, lower order, someone like Afif Hussain and Nur Hussain played a gem of a knock in that very match-winning partnership. But I reckon these top 5 batsmen need to put their hands up and put in a really good contribution.
And still wait for Shamim to come in, and who had a very nice debut in Zimbabwe, to come back and make an impression if he gets a chance. But it's going to be Australia who've actually made 3 changes in their lineup. Of course, the young Nathan Ellis gets a call-up and the cap too just a little while back. So all eyes on Nathan Ellis, of course, because he'll be out there making an impression, because Mahmudullah has decided to go out there and put the runs on the board. So it's going to be an important contest, and it's going to be an important game for both teams. One looking to wrap up the series, another trying to save it. For live action, let's head towards the commentary box, who will be taking us through to the live action with Shamim Chowdhury and Parvez Maroof.
Thank you very much. A very good evening from all of us up here. It is rather wet around up in the clouds, but thankfully the rain has abated, and despite the fact that we're starting the game a little late, gonna have 20 overs weather permitting. Bangladesh, as you heard, winning the toss, deciding to put the runs on the board. We've got the 2 men out there, Naeem Sheikh, Mohammad Naeem Sheikh and Shomo Sarkar. They just need to give the team a good start. Haven't really been able to do that in the previous 2 matches. There's his partner, Shomo Sarkar, very, very experienced player, and I'm sure he tried to redeem himself after not getting too many earlier. Over 1,079 runs, exactly 59th match for him. And as you heard, we've got 3 debutants in the 3 not debutants, just 1 debutant, 3 changes rather in the Australian squad today, and we'll see how they go about it. Talk about it. I've got Parvez Maroof alongside. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Shamim. As expected, Bangladesh winning the toss and batting first. Straight away some spin bowling. Ashton Turner. And Shamim mentioned 3 changes for Australia. Just Stark and Ty and Josh Phillip missing out. And Ben McDermott, Dan Christian will come back in, and the debutant Nathan Ellis.
Well, they will be a little apprehensive, both Mohammad Naeem and Shomo Sarkar, but the wicket's pretty good according to Parvez, and I think it will be similar to the ones we've seen earlier. It's been a repeat of the first pitch, isn't it? First game's pitch, so they will know a little bit about it. We're all set to go here. Well, not quite. Comfortably tucking it away with soft hands, quick run taken. That's good understanding between the 2 early on.
It's always a good feeling. Get out of the mark. Naeem just clipping towards square leg. Ashton Turner coming with the angle. Don't think he's going to be trying to spin too much. Best way to go forward is this, at the field, deep mid wicket, and a long off. The first power play, conventional for the off spinner.
Change in strategies in bringing in Ashton Turner. Not often that you see Australians opening the spinner, but the wicket and the overhead conditions dictating it. Oh, almost squared him up, leading edge. Interesting.
Early signs. It's going to be tough work, as I said in my pitch report, Shamim. For batting, saying that's very important. Batsmen's getting in, getting a start to carry on and bat deep.
And then zips one through. That's a very good response. The first one he really floated, the last one he floated in, this one zipped through.
Yeah, that's the new variation. Most of the off spinners will bowl from the finger, seam up. Again, it's good stuff, very good stuff by Ashton Turner. Important with the fields which been set by Captain Matthew Wade to bowl wicket to wicket, not to give any width.
Being tight and accurate. And on the leg side, an appeal. There was a little bit of sound. I don't think the umpire's going to be too interested in that. They've gone for the stumping attempt there. Upstairs to the third umpire.
And Matthew Wade asking for the caught behind as well as the stumping, both at the same time.
We'll have to find out if there was an edge. Initially, they will be going through possibly the spin vision and no, that's no problem with that. You wouldn't expect him to overstep. Just angling. See the proud seam getting a bit of a thigh. That's why there was that noise. Got the keeper interested.
Yeah, very good take down the leg side. Matthew Wade. Yeah, clearly. No Snicko. Not disturbed of the pad. Now to see whether Somasaka was unbalanced and moved. There you go. They're coming up. Just in time. What good camera work. Lovely.
That was close. You could see he was just turning around, and last moment thought he wouldn't make his ground, but eventually he did. Thankfully for Shomo Sharkar, it's the green not out. And he picks it up, not quite getting all of it, just got a hand to it. Oh, living dangerously early on. But that is the end of a very interesting first over, 2 without loss.
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
ট্রানফ্লুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
तो यहाँ पे हमने एक कढ़ाई ले लिया है। कढ़ाई में हमने 2 टेबलस्पून ऑयल ऐड किया है और जैसे ही तेल गरम होता है हम ग्रेवी 2 के जो भी इंग्रेडिएंट्स थे वो इसमें डाल देंगे। मतलब हमें ग्रेवी 2 पहले रेडी करनी है, ग्रेवी 1 हम बाद में रेडी करेंगे। तो टमाटर और अदरक को आप रफली चॉप कर लीजिए और तेल जैसे ही गरम होता है आप इसमें ग्रेवी सारी और पानी ऐड करके हम इसको ढक के तब तक पकाएंगे जब तक कि हमारे मसाले और टमाटर सॉफ्ट ना हो जाए।
Do with a little bit of tweaking down. 4 for 30, his best so far. Shomo Sharkar. A bit nervy, you can see that.
Yeah, straight away, right on the mark. Josh Hazlewood had the better of Somasaka in the previous game. This was a little chance, last ball of the last over. Half chance, I got to be said. Good effort. But this time, Somasaka going with the swing. It's quite rare to go with the swing for a spin bowler. But that time, the finger delivery, seam up. That's a very good effort by Alex Carey. Unfortunately, not sticking in.
Shomo Sharkar can consider himself to be pretty lucky. In the previous game, he played one across the line and got that gap between bat and pad. This time he got a bit of bat to it. It was hanging in the air, tantalizingly for the player.
And also, Shamim, the selectors and the management giving a lot of faith on Somasaka. We all know how good on his day he could be. And also going with the winning combination. That's very important, not trying to too many things. Historic game on the cards for the Bangladesh. Never won a series against Australia.
There you see, he's just feeling for it. It's not comfortable at all.
entire series. Josh Hazlewood hitting the back of the length, hitting the back spices. That's what we're talking about, Shamin. The halfway through balls are mostly, it's going to be the bouncers. The rest of it, 8 meters to 6 meters. That's the heavy length. Not giving any width as well. And also first game picked up 3 wickets. Bowling that heavy length, bowling with the variation. Good pace, good bounce. So talking about Somasarkar playing on it, beg your pardon. This time a slow ball to get rid of Mahmudullah Riyad. And the big fish. Shakib Al Hassan, another slow delivery this time. Shakib trying to go across the line, only managing side edge.
What Hazlewood has done is to just keep it simple, depending on the mistakes by the batters. Now, that is nervous from Somasarkar. He's just trying to hit his way out of trouble.
Tentative, isn't he? Just one stroke away. Look at that, going across the line. This time a little seam movement through the shot as well. Somasarkar can happen to a batsman. Been failing last couple of games, all important game. A lot of expectation top of the order from an experienced player as such. It's important to start well.
That's what I was trying to mention. Parvez, he's a much better player than what he's been showing in the last few balls. Just play the ball to its merit. Seen a fielder gone to deep back at square leg. Short pitch one's coming. Well, this one's rode comfortably and through to the safety of the non-strikers and for Somasarkar.
For the time being. He's talking about the lengths. Josh Hazlewood not giving anything outside the off-stump sound. We all know how strong he could be. Square of the wicket, and also lines are pretty straight, targeting the body.
The first 2 T20 international, 2 overs by spinners in the power play, 10 overs by the pacers. Exactly the other way around for Bangladesh. Might change today. Started off with the spinner. Naeem Sheikh taking fresh guard. Just got to play out this difficult period with both the bowlers bowling very tidily and accurately. Ample opportunity once you get a feel of the wicket and what the bowler is doing off it. On edge did he get and good a big appeal, and is very happy. Just nicked that, and what a fantastic delivery. Simple catch behind.
Almost looked like gliding to the wicket keeper. There by Naeem Sheikh. Good delivery, pitching middle stump, moving across. Got to be said, very good delivery, very good back of the length. Trademarked Josh Hazlewood.
First wicket down. Mohammad Naeem goes for 1. Bangladesh 3 for 1.
বিশ্বমানের প্রযুক্তি নিয়ে প্রথম বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী এলপিজি ক্যারিয়ার বসুন্ধরা এলপিজি চ্যালেঞ্জার। 44,000 মেট্রিক টন সক্ষমতার বিশালে জাহাজ আমাদের গর্ব, আমাদের সকল গ্রাহকের অধিকার। সর্বোচ্চ গুণগত মানসম্মত নিরবিচ্ছিন্ন গ্যাস সরবরাহ বসুন্ধরার অঙ্গীকার। বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস, ভরসা রাখুন, স্বাচ্ছন্দ্যে থাকুন।
স্ট্যাচু আগে লাইফ বয়, তারপর আদর। দেখো এখানে ভাইরাস থাকতে পারে যা যেতে পারে আমার কাছ থেকে তোমার কাছে, তারপর অসুখ। লাইফ বয় সাবানের 100% প্রমাণিত ফর্মুলা লড়াই করে বিপজ্জনক ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
প্রাণমাঠা ন্যাচারাল কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস, টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণমাঠা, পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল, যা হজমে সহায়তা করে। প্রাণমাঠা।
366 runs. He's coming pretty early. He's coming at a time when the bowlers are dominating at the non-strikers end, because the last ball of that over, it's a change straight away. Adam Zampa comes in, so ringing the changes very early on.
Baby boy. Not surprisingly, Captain Matthew Wade opting to go with spin, the power play. It's going to be interesting to see 2 left-handers at the crease and the leg spinner coming in. Boy. The deep square leg and deep mid-wicket, the 2 fielders patrolling the boundary.
Shomo Shorkar has gone across the line. Big appeal. And up goes the finger. That seemed pretty much in line. He's surprised. Is he going to take a review? He's just talking to Shakib.
Looked very, very close in the real time. Yeah, Bangladesh going for it. Let's have a look.
Oh, that looked pretty adjacent. Don't know, maybe line where it pitched may have something in favor of the batter. Just another nervous shot from Shomo Shorkar, trying to sweep the very first delivery from Adam Zampa.
Nobody's fine. Just feels Shomo Shorkar just trying to hit out initially. Probably pitching midland leg. Looks very, very close, Shamim. Very, very close.
Just from his reaction, I thought he felt that he was in a bit of bother, but still went for. If you just look at the ultra edge, whether a feather on the bat can save him. No, it's a flat line going through. It's pitching about leg stump, I suspect. Soon find out in ball tracking. Did it just turn enough to take it down the leg side? That is what might save Shomo. Otherwise, he might be in for some trouble here. Now, where is this pitching? In line, impact in line, and wickets. It's the umpire's call. And though the review has been retained, the umpire had given that out. So up goes the finger, and Bangladesh lose their second. And the misery for Shomo Shorkar continues. He goes for 2. Bangladesh 3 for 2.
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতে আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
এখনো ভাইরাস আর ইনফেকশন ছড়াচ্ছে। টেস্ট, হসপিটাল, হাজার টাকার খরচ।
1000 টাকার খরচ বাঁচাতে সাহায্য করে মাত্র 10 টাকার লাইফবয়। এর 100% প্রমাণিত ফর্মুলা বিপজ্জনক ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে।
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল ও জীবাণুমুক্ত।
বুঝতে হবে এটা ইউনিক স্ট্রাকচারাল ডিজাইনের কসমিক ডোর। এর ওয়াল থিকনেস এবং রিব থিকনেস বেশি থাকায় টিকে 50 বছরেরও বেশি। কসমিক ডোর।
লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
স্বাদিয়া মন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি। প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
What a way to get out. And also, Bangladesh, the 2 most experienced players in the middle, huge responsibilities. Good start straight away. Googly trying to hit the front pad. Unfortunately, Bangladesh last game couldn't make any score. But this time, got plenty of overs to bat and get himself in.
Oh, he's lashed onto that. Going into cow corner, there's some protection. Oh, that's good work. A lot of commitment shown. And they go through runs that are much needed. Just not to get the runs on the board, just to ease some pressure.
Aggressive shot to start with.
No set, zone, block it, mate.
Thought for a second I could have the second wicket. Good fielding by Ben McDermott at deep square leg. That stroke made the change as well. The deep square leg fielder moved towards deep mid wicket, and the short mid wicket fielder pushed towards square leg. Interestingly,
on the leg side, well, that should be wide. There it is. It's just gone a little awry trying to zip that through. But it's been very disciplined from all the bowlers on view so far.
straight away.
Oh my goodness, this is good.
Oh, just a single. Immediately showing some intent. Captain Mahmudullah Riyad pushed through as well by Adam Zampa. It's a top wicket of Shomo Shorkar. His misery in this series continues.
Well, if he's playing shots like that, very first ball that Zampa has bowled is trying to sweep it across the line. That's not the best shot selection from Shomo Sharkar. He's looking very nervy even prior to that, and eventually perished. But Mahmudullah Riyad seems to have a different agenda here with a couple of forceful shots he's played. Shakib Al Hasan content to play down the line and go quickly through for a single. That's what they'll need to do, milk the runs, stabilize the innings.
Running with the stroke there, Shakib. Clearly there's a plan among the two players. Mahmudullah Riyad taking an initial risk, trying to settle it down. Then Shakib to play that anchor role, take the game deep as possible. Just the 8 runs into the third over. It's a good start by Australia.
Tap and run. That's good work. Played with soft hands. Finishes that over. There was a wicket in it and 6 runs. 9 for 2 after 3.
বাংলাদেশের প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিটেকে রয়েছে ন্যাচারাল ক্লে অ্যাক্টিভেটেড ফর্মুলা, যা মুখের জীবাণুদের টেনে বের করে সুরক্ষা দেয় ক্যাভিটি থেকে 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস, স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
হে বৎস, গ্লুকোজের অভাবে তোমার দুনিয়া এখনো উলটপালট। এই নাও এসএমসি গ্লুকোজ পাউডার ড্রিঙ্ক বোল্ট। এটা শরীর মন চাঙ্গা করে কনফিডেন্স বাড়ায়। বোল্ট, অন থাকুন সারাক্ষণ।
9 for 2. That does not look pretty good, does it? 11 dot balls, 2 wickets down. Hazelwood back. Oh, that trade up just back of a length. Surprised with the bounce. Almost hit him on the splice of the bat.
Consistently, the Australian fast bowlers, especially Josh Hazelwood, been getting the bounce. That's Soumya Sarkar this series twice, and third time straight delivery, missing all ends up. Very good decision by the umpire as well. Just misery. Cricket is a great level, isn't it? Last series in Zimbabwe, but it's so beautifully, and all of a sudden, not even 2 weeks, a batsman who was in good form in Zimbabwe struggling.
Struggles with pace. Some of the shot selection was left a lot to be desired. Was deviating down the leg side, and a yelp from the close-in fielders, but nothing to impress the batsman, the umpire rather.
A rare full delivery by Josh Hazelwood, so a slower ball. That's why generally been in the 8 to 6 meters length, hitting that hard length, hitting the splice of the bats of Bangladeshi top order. What a performer he has been in all formats, isn't he? Josh Hazelwood, go-to man.
Now what is he going to do? Saw his intention early on, and that's helped his cause. Oh, it was in the air for a while. Did it go to hand? Just tucked it away. Fortunate that it wasn't grabbed.
Close call there. Dan Christian playing his first game of the series. Down the leg side by Josh Hazelwood. Nicely clipped away by Mahmudullah Riyad. For a moment, they've had his heart in his mouth. Carried as well. Wrong side, generally. Right-hand side, his natural side. Going to his left-hand side, but Australia needs the half chances to be taken to come back to the series.
You've got to realize where the fielders are. He's just trying to tuck it around, but you've got to play it along the ground. Very fortunate, Mahmudullah Riyad. Oh, what a jaffer of a delivery. Just nipped away. Shakib committed to that. Completely beaten.
He called it Shamim Jaffa. Look at that. Pitching midland leg stump. Turning Shakib Al Hasan full 360 degrees there. This is super stuff. Isn't it great to see a fast bowler coming in, banging in, and in a T20 game going past the outside edge.
Yeah, proud seam, 136 clicks. He's enjoying bowling here. And that hurried on to him, but he did well to just ride that.
brilliant stuff by Josh Hazlewood. Good start, just given a 4 runs, picked up a wicket. This is Naeem Sheikh. And today caught behind. It's a lovely delivery. Pretty similar delivery what Shakib got last ball. Going across this time. Good start so far by Australia. Just given away 13 runs as expected. Batting will be tough. But saying that, Australians have hit the mark from this first ball itself.
Moves away and has just tapped it into the ground, bounced over the point's head, and they're going to get a couple of important runs to finish over number 4. 15 for 2.
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়। পিওরিটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
জান, তুমি এটা খাও, এটা বেশি জুস। এসে গেল প্রাণ নববিলাসী, বেশি মিষ্টি বেশি জুস।
করোনার সাথে লড়াইয়ে আমরাই করব জয়, তাই তো হাতে তুলে নিয়েছি স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে, যা করোনা ভাইরাসকে সম্পূর্ণরূপে ধ্বংস করে দেয়। স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে।
কিভাবে? শুধু রাঁধলেই হয় না, যত্ন লাগে, যত্ন। বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যত্নে গড়ে রত্ন ফোঁটা।
বিজলি কেবলসে বিশুদ্ধ কপার ও ভালো মানের ইনসুলেশন থাকায় আপনার বাড়ির বিদ্যুতের পরিপূর্ণ চাপ নিতে সক্ষম। বিজলি কেবলস, আপনার পরিবার থাকুক নিরাপদে।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
Ringing the changes. Ashton Agar is in now. A pitch and just wide. Oh, he must have had his heart in his mouth for a while, but he's going to get 4 runs.
Definitely. Shakib is freeing his arms. Ashton Agar again going in the seam up delivery, pointing the finger towards his fielder. This time, Bangladesh. Important boundary, just been bogged down in the last 4 overs. Good bowling. Just the luck what Bangladesh needed to get this innings going.
Yeah, you do need a slice of luck. He thought he had an opportunity there, but it was not close to that fielder. Now, didn't quite get hold of it. Just seemed to have made up their mind that they're going to take the attack back to the bowlers, both these batsmen.
Well, that's clear plan by Shakib Al Hasan. There was 2 fielders at deep square leg and long on. There's a big gap at mid-wicket. Was targeting the deep mid-wicket fielder. Unfortunately, getting the thick inside edge for a single. That's good calculated risk. You need to hit boundaries as well in the power play. And got to be smart. And that was going with the spin. That is very important.
Mahmudullah 8 of 7. Carried on once again. Just see the trigger movement as he comes into bowl. He's just trying to upset the rhythm of the bowler by moving around a little bit in his crease.
Getting away his front pad for sure. Mainly not trying to getting hit in the front pad, just getting the foot LBW away, trying to give some room. There's any width, there's no fielder patrolling in sweeper cover, would be easy boundary. This good stuff by Ashton Agar, not giving any width.
Yes, got all of it, swept it, but it's gone straight to hand. And let's have a look at that.
Again, aggressive stroke. Good stop by Mitchell Marsh at square leg.
Oh, he's making room for himself, didn't get a hold of it. No runs of the last ball of the 5th over. 20 for 2.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
তুমি জানো আমি কে? হ্যাঁ,
সম্মানিত যাত্রীবৃন্দ, এই ভদ্রলোক জানেন না উনি কে। যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
ব্রুকবন তাজার সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক থেয়ানিন, যা মনকে করে তোলে তাজা।
হোয়াট আ ড্রিঙ্ক
স্যার এটা ড্রিঙ্কও নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন এটা চাবান পানীয় নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক
ড্রিঙ্কো চাবান পানীয় ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার
এখন মাসের দুটি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই
Man on debut is gonna have his first ball in international match. Nathan Ellis, right on fast medium. That's what he has done in the T20 career. 33 wickets. Starts with a slow, short delivery, and it will put away for a single. Proud moment for any player to receive the cap on debut, and you know who's given the cap. Mitchell Stark.
Absolutely. Good evening, Athar. Yeah, it's a proud moment for the family, the cricketer himself, the players around who've seen him come through the ranks. A 26-year-old from New South Wales gets his opportunity. He's been at reserve, travelling reserve along with Tanveer Sangha in this Australian lineup. But what a proud moment it is today. Yes, he's been rewarded, plays for Hobart Hurricanes. Had a very good Big Bash League. With the left arm seamer, Mitchell Stark presented the cap to him. There's no similarity though. But yes, the veteran would have given the words of encouragement. Puts a lot in his delivery stride. Comes down, tries to bowl the heavy ball.
Keeping a shade low. Yeah, he's got, you spoke about Hobart Hurricanes. He picked up 20 wickets in the recent edition of Big Bash League. Nathan Ellis, 26 years of age. Born in New South Wales but plays for Hobart in the BBL. They've also changed their strategy, having the spinners bowl in the first 6 and also making 3 changes. So far, so good for Australia.
It's nice that Nathan Ellis has got a look in. I won't be surprised if they want to even have a look at Tanveer Sangha later on in the series if they want to offer an opportunity to the young leg spinner. Again, he's also from New South Wales, Tanveer Sangha. He's got a pedigree as well of cricket. But yeah, but whilst obviously they want to come back and make an impression in the series, the Australian team, of course. Tanveer Sangha, the dugout. Brother played for Australia, captained the under-19 team in 2018 in New Zealand.
August 2006, that's when Shakib Al Hasan made his debut. So he's played now 15 years. That was a debut against Zimbabwe in Harare. ODI, unbeaten 30. Bangladesh went on to win by 8 wickets. He's been a great ambassador for his countrymen. And he's been a top-notch performer in all format of the game, Shakib Al Hasan. Top edge. Couple of bounces. He'll take it. 4 to finish the over.
ওয়াও পার্লারে গিয়েছিলি না তো তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি থেকে শুধু গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি
এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর রোদের মলিনতা। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলির মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ করে ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস ও রোদের মলিনতা কমিয়ে দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে।
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতে আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
সময় এখন এমন, সাথে থাকলে টক ঝাল স্বাদের হজম ক্যান্ডি সব হজম করে দেয়।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
saw the short pitch delivery from young Nathan Ellis. Gave it full throttle. Not anywhere in control of that shot. But I don't think he was trying to be in control. He's just trying to get to the boundary as quickly as possible.
Beautiful delivery. There was turn. Bit of a bounce. So they're getting a bit of a grip. That one turned quite sharply, didn't it?
Brilliant delivery. Excellent. This is the kind of delivery that Australia has not been able to use to their advantage.
They're just going back to the point that I was trying to make. That it's been difficult for batsmen to score runs, and would you believe it, 28 for 2 is the Bangladesh lowest power play score in the last 15 T20 internationals. Beautifully bowled here.
And seeing this kind of prodigious turn, Athar, doesn't give a feeling to the batting side that it's going to be a very high scoring affair.
And that's the reason why it's important for two men in the middle, Mahmudullah, Riyad and Shakib Al Hasan, the senior campaigner, to adapt and quickly adjust what the pitch is offering, not to look for boundaries. Yes, if it comes, fine, but important for them to not to lose wickets. Remember, 67 for 5 in the last match. And it was left to the lower order. Yes, excellent partnership between Afif Hussain and Nurul Hassan, the match-winning partnership.
But this is the most experienced pair for Bangladesh. And it's good that they're both out there early. Nice that Mahmudullah promoting himself back at number 4 today. Batted at number 5. The last game got Mahdi Hassan ahead of him. That will give himself a little more time to get accustomed to the conditions. But yes, you don't want to leave it too much, too late. I agree that the wickets are going to be worth gold over here for Bangladesh if they want to put up a good total on the board, which they feel they can restrict. But certainly going at the rate at which they are going at the moment, 4.54, they would definitely want to look at increasing this. We want the youngsters to come in and play freely, so the seniors need to do the job in the centre.
Well, they've managed well so far. Partnership of 29 and 30 deliveries. Single to finish the over. Bangladesh 32 for 2.
আপনার চুল কিভাবে সাজাবেন এটা কে ঠিক করে? ফেটে যাওয়া চুল নাকি ঝরে পড়া চুল? চুলের সমস্যা যেন আপনার চুলের সাজে বাধা না হয়। চুলের সমস্যা মানে হচ্ছে চুলের ড্যামেজ। ডাভ এর 1/4 ময়েশ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে। ডাভ এখন মিনি প্যাকে 16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
শক্তিশালী নতুন রিন যা আপনার কাপড়ে আনে উজ্জ্বলতা।
Economy in the first 6 overs. And also the fact that if you look at the pitches at Mirpur, it's been a difficult one for batting. Mitchell Marsh, very good with the bat. Couple of 40s in the first 2 matches. And he's quite handy with the ball also. So he'll be hoping that he can create a few more chances and give Australia a little bit more hope, because you really don't want to see Bangladesh pile up too many runs. The 2 outings for Australia in this series for the batsman. Oh, that is a good pickup shot. And we'll have to wait and see whether it has gone all the way, but it's just a touch fuller. Allows Mahmudullah to free his arms.
That's a scoring area, Mahmudullah's. Anything that's coming into the right hand of his pitched up, he is going to go chancing his arm. He was all prepared for the full ball. Didn't really matter whether it was outside off stump or on the off stump. That's a natural angle where he tries to go hard and get the scoring rate up. There wasn't protection. He bisected the two fielders, deep mid-wicket and long on. The good thing is that the boundary came with a straighter bat. He wasn't trying to go across the line to Mitch Marsh.
Yeah, he's got three fielders in the deep on the onside, long on. You mentioned about mid-wicket and also a deep square leg. It needs to be good in terms of line and length, especially the line. Have a look of that boundary one more time, just indicating that he's trying to go a few slower deliveries in the slot. And that's one of his favorite areas because he bats so deep down in the crease. So he's waiting for the bowler to pitch it in the slot, and he plays it nicely in the end. Nice, very nice. Third man and fine leg inside the circle, but you still have to play a really smart shot. Cheeky, but very effective.
Excellent pickup shot from Shakib. That's experience for you. He sensed the fact that Mitchell Marsh might just be going slower delivery this time, especially trying to change the pace to the left-hander. That's experience of Shakib Al Hasan getting the better of Mitchell Marsh. Didn't need to hit it hard. Just like this. It doesn't require power to be given when it's not needed. Short ball outside the off stump is punished. Shakib Al Hasan is an extremely good player of anything that's outside off stump.
Turning out to be a very good over for Bangladesh. This is a very good shot from Shakib Al Hasan. It's wide, but you still have to pick up the gap. Nicely struck. There was a man square, but couldn't stop that. 3 boundaries already in this over. Looks like the pitch is easing up, isn't it? Make that 15 runs in that over. A big over for Bangladesh. 47.
দিন যেমনই হোক আমার চেহারা করে গ্লো কারণ আমার আছে নতুন লাক্স 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদানের সাথে আমার চেহারায় আনে মকমলে গ্লো লাক্স গ্লো টাইম
শক্তিশালী নতুন রিন যা আপনার কাপড়ে আনে উজ্জ্বলতা এবং আপনাকে দেয় নতুন পরিচয়।
মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
সাদিয়া মঞ্চে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি। প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
We've lost 2 very quick wickets. Adam Zampa, 1 for 6 in his very first over, back for the second spell. Straight away, that's down the ground. A fielder coming underneath it and takes it. He's not happy, but he has to go. Adam Zampa strikes in the very first ball of his second over also.
Excellent captaincy from Matthew Wade. He's not allowed both these batters to settle in. He's rotated his bowlers from every end, right up till the 9th over. He's gone spin, he's gone pace, and he's got his bowlers to create the chances and the fielders to back them up too. Shakib Al Hasan, unhappy because he knows he's missed an opportunity of getting the big one. Departs for 26, Bangladesh 47 for 3.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস। স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার।
পিওরিটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
সেরা আমের তৈরি মানো রসালো আমন ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট
ভিটামিন এ, সি, ডি ও জিঙ্কে ভরপুর প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট ড্রিঙ্ক খেতে দারুণ মজার।
It looks like it's going to be a FIFA fan. Coming in number 5, he played a gym if a knock, didn't he? In the last match. That's his T20 career. And the best part about him and Nurul Hassan, while they were batting and chasing and involved in that partnership, match-winning partner, they looked so calm. They did not look in any sort of pressure. Big wicket. Very big wicket because Shakib Al Hasan was looking good. 26 in quick time and just 17 deliveries. Now this is Shakib's dismissal. Very good catch. Ashton Agar. Yeah, he thought he hit it pretty straight. He thought he was safe. Not in the end. Not powerful enough to take it out of the ground. But he's now picked up 2 wickets of his very first ball of his each over, Adam Zampa.
Yeah, another bowler after Mitchell Starc crossing over more than 50 international T20I wickets. And the last one largely because a very nice effort from Ashton Agar. Yes, it was a simple catch, he reached there, but that foot that gets stuck in that ground. Ooh, that indent it's made in the field. Of course, there's been a lot of rain around, so the outfield's going to be slightly heavy. But to hold his balance was brilliant.
It's the knees. But well judged in the end.
A word about 50 plus T20I wickets for Mitchell Starc and Adam Zampa as well. Just to add that in the women's game, players in Australia have already just earned 50 plus T20 internationals wickets already. Elise Perry, Megan Shute, Jess Jonathan, Lisa Staleka, Renee Farrell. 50 plus international T20I wickets. Good delivery to end the over. 50 for 3.
মশলা বানানোর আসল কাজটা করে এই উর্বর মাটি, সোনালী রোদ আর আমাদের নিজস্ব কৃষকদের পরিশ্রমী হাত। আমরা শুধু সঠিক ব্লেন্ডে গুঁড়ো করি আর খাঁটি জিনিসটা পৌঁছে দিই আপনার হাতে। বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়া মশলা, প্রকৃতি হতে আপনার হাতে।
এই বর্ষায় আরএফএল অথবা এক্সপার্ট পাম্প কিনলেই পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় ছাতা একদম ফ্রি। অফারটি সীমিত সময়ের জন্য।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল ও জীবাণুমুক্ত।
স্মার্ট, মাত্র 1 চামচ ভিম স্মার্ট লিকুইড পরিষ্কার করে সব থালা বাসন। তো স্মার্ট কেন হব না?
প্রাণ মাঠা ন্যাচারাল কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস,
টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণ মাঠা, পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল, যা হজমে সহায়তা করে। প্রাণ মাঠা।
Taken that catch, very good catch in the deep to send back Shakib Al Hasan. He's back in the attack. The nice little period for Australia to tighten things up, and they've got to build in a little bit more pressure because they have to win today to stay alive in the series. Oh, again trying to sweep on past the fielder in the slip, so they'll pick up a single.
Mahmudullah knows that he's not timing that ball well. The moment he's going down on the knee or trying to play the horizontal bat shot, he's not timing that. Ashton Agar is unhappy because he didn't want the strike to change. He wanted to bowl at the right hand and Mahmudullah. Had an attacking field as well for Mahmudullah. He had a slip which is not there for Afif.
Good test for him, Afif, because what he has done in the past is in the past. And if you want to make a strong statement as a player, you got to be consistent enough to come back and do it over and over again. This time he goes down the wicket and he smashed that into the stands. That is a massive hit. And it's the maximum.
He's got his captain at the other end, who gave him words of wisdom in the last game, the moment he walked out to chase that total of Australia. This time he's got his captain batting alongside him. The confidence is there from the last game. A match-winning 37 not out of Afif Hussain. Dances down the wicket, attacks Ashtonega, gets the maximum.
It's the kind of that no-fear attitude that you can see from these youngsters when they're in the middle, no matter whether they've gone into bat or they've got set. Change of ball because it's gone to the stands. And that's why I said that it's going to be a good test of character for Afif Hussain. Lovely use of the feet. I knew he was in business when he got into that position. He got down on his one knee and crashes it over mid-wicket for the maximum. Very nicely struck. And there's a turn, big turn down the leg side.
What I liked about that he stood committed into that stroke, Afif Hussain. Yes, not a lot of bounce from the surface. He's not a very tall player himself.
Oh, that's
but to adjust to that bounce, according to the reach that he's got, managed it very well. And was calm enough to stay back in his crease. The very next ball was a wide from Aga.
He's gone again. This time the fielder cuts it off. He's already picked up 8 runs in this over. He's picked up another couple of runs here to make that 10. So he needs to be absolutely sure of what he wants to do, because he doesn't want to throw his wicket away.
Let the youngsters bat, Athar. Let them go out and express themselves. And you want that, don't you?
Absolutely. Because the point that I'm trying to get across, Anjum, is that you've already seen him the kind of timing he's shown in the previous match, even today. He's picked up a 6 in this over. You really don't want to see him get out, trying to play a big shot. 10 in that over. Bangladesh after 10, 60 for 3.
কি অবস্থা আসাদ ভাই?
এই আর কি, কাস্টমার কম আপা।
কাস্টমার কম? দেখি কি করা যায়। ফুল স্পিড মোড যদি সব বেশি ফুল স্পিডে
অর্ডার আসবে তো?
ফুল স্পিডে।
ওকলা স্পিড টেস্টে আবারও বাংলা লিংক দেশের ফাস্টেস্ট মোবাইল নেটওয়ার্ক। ফুল স্পিড 4G তে
সব বেশি ফুল স্পিডে। বেশি ফুল স্পিডে।
লাইফবয় লিকুইড হ্যান্ড ওয়াশের সাথে পাও জীবাণু থেকে 10 গুণ বেশি সুরক্ষা। তাই এখন পাম্প, রাব, ছু করো 10 গুণ বেশি জীবাণু। লাইফবয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 100 মিলি প্যাক এখন সাবানের দামে।
What a drink!
স্যার, এটা ড্রিঙ্কও নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন। এটা চাবান পানীয়, নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
Drinko, চাবান পানীয়।
The debutant, Penelis, switching in. Current run rate of 6 runs per over. It'll be interesting to see how much is going to be enough for Bangladesh to go to defend. Slow ball to start with, easily played towards sweeper cover for a single. Good evening, Maza.
Good evening, Maruf, and good evening everyone around the world. Bangladesh 60 for 3. 61 for 3, beg your pardon, and keeper Mahmoud Riyad still at the middle. It's the 100th birth anniversary of father of the nation, Bongo Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Also the 50 years of Bangladesh. So it's been a brilliant. There was a bit of mix-up there, but in the end, there's no hiccup in the end. As we're saying, 50 years of Bangladesh as well as 100 years of birth anniversary of father of the nation, Bongo Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Bangladesh has come a long way, isn't it, Maruf?
Yep, definitely. Proud nation. Cricket team started, and now at the moment, the good teams in the world. Captain Mahmudullah Riyad, responsible on his shoulder to guide the youngster in the other end as well as keep the scoreboard moving. Another slow delivery, clip towards mid-wicket for a single. Plenty of slow balls. Nathan Ellis. Even the first delivery he bowled in the international cricket was a slow ball to start with.
This is how you mixing your pace. Look, the first one he bowled 91.4 and then come up again with a quicker one and then again a slow and then again a faster one. So mixing it up really well. Fast bowler from Tasmania. And that's the last ball. Again a slower one. Rolling his fingers over the ball.
Shot beautifully played. Young Afif Hussain. Finding that lonely field at sweeper cover for a single. And also Nathan Ellis bowling two various types of slow deliveries. Off cutter, back of the hand, slower delivery, which is one of the hardest slower balls. That's we're talking about. Variation. This time, back of the hand. Previously, Mahmudullah Riyad was a much more off cutter. Good stuff by the youngster. Another slow delivery. Finding that gap that time. Behind square. And no fielder there. It's a very good shot by the youngster.
Afif Hussain continuing his brilliant form with the bat. This time he manages to bicep the two fielders at deep fine leg and deep square leg. And look how he was composed onto it. Didn't try to hit that hard, just placed the ball really well. It was in the air for a while. But look how he controlled that shot. Very good batting.
The placement was key there. Another slow ball, which this time it was an off spinner. Previously, it was a back of the hand slow ball. That stroke making the change. Short fine leg, dropping to deep fine leg, and the third man coming up, and the mid-off as well. Another slow delivery. Running the first one hard. This is very good running by the Bangladeshis. Very good running. Every single matters in this slower track, and that's exactly what Bangladesh openers are doing.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
ফেস করো সারাদিন ড্যাব ড্যাব ড্যাব, মিস করো ফান আর কতদিন ড্যাব ড্যাব।
অয়েলি স্কিন, এই নে পন্ডস অয়েল কন্ট্রোল ফেস ওয়াশ। এর সিলিকা বিটস টেকনোলজি ত্বকের গভীরে গিয়ে অয়েল শুধু ক্লিনই করে না, ভেতর থেকে কন্ট্রোলও করে। অয়েল ফ্রি তো টেনশন ফ্রি।
সাদিয়া মন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে তিনটি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাস্সি। প্রাণ লাস্সি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস, স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার।
Looking at the wicket, how it's behaving, it's going to get even slower. Amount of slower spinners what Bangladesh have in their arsenal. I think it's going to be tough work. And Afif, the man in form, is going to hold the key. Dan Christian. Glided towards the third man. experienced Dan Christian into the attack. Been in the system for a very long time. Nathan Ellis making his debut. Not shy away with all his options. This is the off cutter. Running into the wicket. That was a boundary ball. Picked up early by Young Afif Hussain. And that was a slow, back of the hand slow ball. It's the hardest art to master it. And I think perfectly Nathan Ellis has got it. Oh, keeping low that time. Much straighter. Pretty lucky there, Mahmood Riyad. Got some bat. Easy 2 runs.
Mahmudullah Riyad need to be really careful though. Going back to the previous ball. That was a slower again, and that kept really low. He's a very experienced campaigner, remember, Maroof. Trying to go deep at the crease, Mahmudullah Riyad this time. One of the 3 changes in the Australian lineup today. Dan Christian, he can be handy both with bat and ball as well.
Another slower delivery, being very predictable. Australian quicks going into the wicket, the slower deliveries. Dan Christian, as we mentioned, a long time in the system. And very important member. The last tour of West Indies. Didn't play the last 2 games. 21st game, 11 wickets, average of 35. That would love to improve on. And also with the star players of Australia coming into the screen, it is very important that Dan Christian makes full use of his opportunity. Current run rate of 6.4. It's 4 deliveries and 4 slow balls. Predicted, isn't it?
Undoubtedly, and Afif Hussain on the other end, looking very confident. He's reached on 19 of 12 balls, and interestingly, started off his career as an opener and even scored 100 in his first-class cricket. And later on, that's the second T20. He's played really well that day. He's walking towards the bowlers and played all over the ground. That was the shot of that night.
Yeah, youngster keeping the pose. And for a small man, small mid-man, it's a backs a punch. Very important partnership with Nur Hussain to get Bangladesh on the line. See Dan Christian, right-hander, 3 fielders in the deep, the leg side, square leg, mid-wicket, long on. Plenty of variation shown so far. This time leg cut, a close call, huge appeal. This time umpire moved, looked very, very close. I think Mahmood Riyad was beaten all ends up and has asked for it, Captain Matthew Wade. I think it's going to be very, very close.
Mahmudullah Riyad once again undone by that slower one from Dan Christian, experienced campaigner. Mahmudullah Riyad, on the other hand, as we saw on the very first ball that he faced in this over, that kept a bit low. So, looks okay from here. We'll have a look whether that ball go on to miss the stump or not.
Yeah, it did grip once it touched. Looks it's going to miss the off stump. Close call though. No bat. Okay, daylight between bat and the ball. Back pad, squaring Mahmood Riyad, all ends up. You mentioned a leg cutter gripping as one of the hardest balls to face. There you go, holding that line. Impact umpire's call. Hitting the outside the off stump. Inch inside would have been curtains for Captain Mahmudullah. Saying that, a good review by Australia. Understanding how important Mahmudullah Riyad wicket could be. Leg by signal as well. Into the 12th over, 76 for 3. 16 runs so far since the last 11 balls. Partnership of 29 in 23 deliveries. Young Afif Hussain carrying his good form.
Undoubtedly, and as I said before, he started off his career as an opening batsman, scored a century in his very first game in the first-class cricket. Also picked up a hat-trick in his opening match on his debut in the BPL. He was also the youngest to pick up a hat-trick and 5-wicket haul. He was 17 years old back then.
Another off cutter. That's very good fielding. Look very, very close. Direct hit from short extra cover. From distance, look out. That's Alex Carey, mind you, a professional wicket keeper, showing that acrobatic skills. From the view that we have, Maza, Bangladesh could be losing their fourth. Confirmation. That's very, very good fielding by the Australians.
He's gone by miles. Direct hit always gives you a lot of chances, and this time Afif Hussain, he departed. He must be disappointed after the way he started off his innings today. And a big, big wicket from Bangladesh's point of view. He departs for 19 of 13, Bangladesh 76 for 4.
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতে আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
এটাই সঠিক সময় নিজেদের বাড়িতে ওঠার।
কাপড়ের ময়লা দুর্গন্ধ বাড়ছে, রোজগার না।
লেখাপড়া শিখেছো বলে কি স্বামীকে শেখাবে?
জামা কাপড় আর চিন্তা ভাবনা দুইটা থেকেই পুরনো ময়লা দূর করতে হবে। শেখাবো নিজের কোচিং ক্লাসে,
দুজনে রোজগার করব,
নিজেদের বাড়িতে উঠবো।
ভিল 2-in-1
ভিশন নিয়ে এলো ওয়ারেন্টি প্লাস অফার। ভিশনের যে কোনো শোরুম বা ডিলার পয়েন্ট থেকে এসি কিনে SMS এর মাধ্যমে রেজিস্ট্রেশন করলে পেয়ে যাবেন 1 লক্ষ টাকা পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক।
কিভাবে?
শুধু রাঁধলে হয় না, যত্ন লাগে, যত্ন। বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যত্নে গড়ের রত্ন ফোঁটা।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
কাঠের চেয়েও কঠোর।
And that's how your fielders back your team, back your bowlers, bring you back in the game again. Both the batsmen were looking really good until that good fielding, and that helps you as a team. You need to make a comeback in such sort of situation in the game. Adam Zampa comes in again, picked up 2 wickets, giving away 9 runs from his first 2 overs.
Google to start. Rightly so, Matthew Wade attacking the young newcomer with a slip. Predominantly, pretty sure Zampa would be loving to go across. Probably lots of googlies. Taking that first slip fielder into the game. This time nicely played. No single there. Deep short scarlet, beg your pardon. There's a huge vacant area. Short mid wicket. Anything fuller, I'm pretty sure will be an easy clip away for a single. That's what I was talking about. Much fuller. That's an easy single.
Another bright prospect in the Bangladesh team, Shamim Hussain, had a good start to his international career in Zimbabwe. Played 2 quick knocks and played the role of a finisher in Zimbabwe. And now he has to construct his inning as well as he come in the 13th over of the innings. We all know he can hit the ball hard, but he need to give support to the captain as well.
And also having Mahmoud Riyad in the other end will definitely guide Shamim Hussain. While at the wicket, it's important one of the batsmen takes the risk. We spoke about at least a 130. To do that, the batsman who is set got to carry on, and the batsman around him should be taking that calculated risk and identify the important bowler. Google this time. Shamim Hussain pretty unlucky. Some with real loose delivery by Adam Zampa. Nicely fielded as well by Mitchell Marsh at cover point. Just 2 runs in this over. Understandably, the new batsman coming in, trying to settle down.
That's good running between the wicket. 3 runs to end the over, 79 for 4.
বাংলাদেশের প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিটেকে রয়েছে ন্যাচারাল ক্লে অ্যাক্টিভেটেড ফর্মুলা যা মুখের জীবাণুদের টেনে বের করে সুরক্ষা দেয় ক্যাভিটি থেকে 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত, কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
সেনসেশন ক্লাসিক ও স্ট্রবেরি ভ্যারিয়েন্টে।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন। RFL CPVC Pro Pipe and Fittings যা পরিবহন করতে পারে সর্বোচ্চ 93 সেন্টিগ্রেড তাপমাত্রার যে কোনো উত্তপ্ত লিকুইড। RFL CPVC Pro Pipe and Fittings, the hot option.
পিওরেটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
Over been replaced by Josh Hazelwood. The last T20 series in Zimbabwe, the young Shamim Hossain did score 31 of 15 deliveries to chase a target of 194, which Bangladesh won by 5 wickets. It clearly shows he has the temperament to finish off. Easy single to start the over. I've seen him for a while now, Maza, young Shamim Hossain. Definitely backs the punch. Strong boy. Was a little off spin as well, useful. Maybe useful today with his off spin. Definitely talent to look out for.
And he's electric in the field as well. Took a brilliant catch in Zimbabwe. Remember, he was a substitute fielder, but make his impact and made his presence felt. And then getting an opportunity with the bat, utilizing that, and here he is playing against Australia. It's a great opportunity for someone like Shamim.
A shot beautifully played. This time seam up by Josh Hazelwood. Tailing in slightly towards leg stump. Maybe it's a hint of reverse swing. Saying that nicely clipped away by Mahmudullah Riyad. Huge responsibilities on his shoulders. Not much experience to come in. It's the last ball we're talking about. No, it's the same across the seam. Just the angle. It's good stuff by the Australians, using everything possible. Going across the seam, slower deliveries. Slower delivery this time, much fuller. Thick inside edge into his pads.
Parveez, we have seen the Aussies coming up with that slower delivery in this game pretty often, and they come up with a different approach, bringing in Ashton Turner for the first time bowling in this series, and now rotating the bowlers as well. Matthew Wade, the way he handled his bowler, look at him. Ashton Turner opened the bowling, and then Hazelwood, Zampa, Agar, Ellis, Marsh and Christian rotated his bowler really well today.
Going across the line. That's a good catch. Running behind. Running backwards, I should say. One of the hardest things to do. Made it look so easy. That's a very good catch by McDermott. Shamim Hossain crossing line, but this time paying the price.
Pressure was mounting on the youngster. He already had played 7 balls, but hasn't been able to make an impact with the bat, and now going for a big shot. Hit it right up at the bat and couldn't control that one. Good catch in the end, going backwards, and Hazelwood strikes for Australia.
I spoke about being smart, identifying the ball to go against.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি, এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
প্রাণ মাঠা ন্যাচারাল কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস, টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণ মাঠা, পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল, যা হজমে সহায়তা করে। প্রাণ মাঠা।
করোনার সাথে লড়াইয়ে আমরাই করব জয়, তাই তো হাতে তুলে নিয়েছি স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে, যা করোনা ভাইরাসকে সম্পূর্ণরূপে ধ্বংস করে দেয়। স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে।
সময় এখন এমন, সাথে থাকলে টক ঝাল স্বাদের হজম ক্যান্ডি সব হজম করে দেয়।
Wicketkeeper Nurul Hassan. So the crease, one of the heroes from the last game, an important role into his 15th game. Striker of 123. Very handy if you could get that today. Josh Hazelwood striking for Australia with the pick-out bowler. For the visitors, between those hard lengths, not giving away anything for the Bangladeshis. Picked up his second wicket, just given away 8 runs in his third over. Slow delivery, that's the bounce I'm talking about, Maza. Steep bounce. Don't think any of the bowlers from both sides has got the bounce which Josh has got. That's what I'm talking about. Shamim was saying it's important to identify the bowler to go after. Don't think he took the right option. And also, running back was one of the hardest things. And Ben McDermott made it look so easy.
Obviously, the pressure was mounting on the youngster. But the Aussies kept the pressure on to the youngster as well. Good done. Well done.
Wicket to wicket again. Josh Hazlewood just given away 3 boundaries in his 10 over in this entire series. Bangladesh 81 for 5 after 40.
স্মার্ট মাত্র 1 চামচ ভীম স্মার্ট লিকুইড পরিষ্কার করে সব থালা বাসন তো স্মার্ট কেন হবো না
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
জান তুমি এটা খাও, এটা বেশি জুস।
এসে গেল প্রাণ নববিলাসী, বেশি মিষ্টি বেশি জুস।
লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায় প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
এই বর্ষায় আরএফএল অথবা এক্সপার্ট পাম্প কিনলেই পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় ছাতা একদম ফ্রি। অফারটি সীমিত সময়ের জন্য।
Adam Zampa into his final over, picked up 2 wickets. Good start, very good start. Drifting it in, neatly played as well by the wicket-keeper Nurul Hassan.
Another bright prospect for Bangladesh, Nurul Hassan, made a comeback to the side. That was the first one that he faced of Adam Zampa. Made his comeback in the one-day side after 5 years and scored a 40-odd run knock in Zimbabwe.
Down the attack. Oh, this time big risk taken by Mahmood Riyad. And lucky didn't get any bat. Middle of the bat, I should say. It's one bounce towards a long on fielder for a single.
Parveez, you have batted in these sort of situations many times in your career, and going back to what would have you done if you're in place of Nurul Hassan Chauhan now, just coming in at the crease?
Exactly not that, because I'm quite bad on this. Saying that, effective, very effective. There's good feeling as well. Mitchell Marsh, umpire would definitely go upstairs just to check it out. Saying that, it's good smart cricket. There was no short fine leg. Nurul Hassan is quite known for all these fancy strokes. It's a nutmeg as well through his legs. It's good fielding, very good fielding by Mitchell Marsh, coming from all the way from deep square leg. Situation of the game is very crucial to the batsman who's batting on for a long time, which is Mahmood Riyad. His main aim should be bet at least till the 19th over and have the other batsman taking the risk, calculated risk. And Nurul Hassan, no mark with the bat. We showed in the last game, can back a punch, but it's important to take that 1 or 2 deliveries to get in. So the easiest because to start well, start fast. We all know it's going to be a low-scoring game. Team is going to outsmart each other with a punt.
And also release the pressure from Mahmudullah. He's a busy cricketer. He's always looking for runs. And look, putting some eye drops.
What a shot. I think the eye drop did really work. What a stroke. Good start by Nurul Hassan. That was almost near the side screen.
His eyes just lit up when he saw the ball pitched right up there. He picked up that one really well and chanced his arm. He knew there was a fielder at long on, but took on the fielder. Very gutsy cricketer indeed.
Yeah, top spin delivery that time. Adam Zampa showing his repertoire, but this time Nurul Hassan Sohan is well known for going through the line. That's what I was talking about, Maza. Taking that calculated risk, getting the pressure off the captain, who's batting beautifully from the other end. Leg spinner this time. Dot delivery to end the 15th over. Bangladesh 93 for 5.
আচ্ছা, ইউনিভার্সিটি ইলেকশনে শুধু ছেলেরাই দাঁড়ায়, এটা কে বদলাবে?
বাবা, আমি ইলেকশনে দাঁড়াবো।
ইলেকশন করা রোদ, এত কষ্ট, বাদ দে মা।
তুমিই তো উঠতে শিখিয়েছো, উঁচুতে উঠতে পারবো না তা তো শেখাওনি।
কড়া রোদ এটা সামলাবে, তুই গ্লো কর। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি এখন গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি, এটি রোদ থেকে বাঁচায় আর এর মাল্টিভিটামিনস ডার্ক স্পটস কমায়, দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। আর এরপর
দেশকে বদলে দেব।
গ্লো করো নিজের পরিচয়, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
What a drink!
স্যার, এটা ড্রিঙ্কও নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন। এটা চাবান পানীয়, নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
ড্রিঙ্কো চাবান পানীয়।
Shown his intentions and he's ready to go for the big shots. There's the big one. Bangladesh need a lot more like that. So very nicely into position, in the slot the ball. Mahmoud Riyad content to give the strike back. Well, interesting 5 overs coming up, Anjum.
For sure. Mahmoud Riyad knows very well that it's going to be extremely important for him to rotate that strike, to allow Nurul Hassan also to settle in. I've already seen the intentions that Nurul Hassan has come out with, which is absolutely correct. There's no point saving your aggressive instinct for later. This is the time to express yourself, and if you can hit the long ball, make sure you make an impact right there in the center.
Well, that's playing to the merit of the ball. Goes through quickly for the first one, thought of a second, but wisely sent back by the skipper.
Very, very good running again. It wasn't easy for the openers to start off with. As always, the economical Josh Hazlewood getting the wicket of Mohammad Naeem. Zampa into the act early today. Then it was Shakib Al Hasan who was caught very nicely in the deep by Ishtanega. They needed runs to come by quick and fast. That was a different Adam Zampa today. Variations in bowling coming through for the Australians.
Nicely tucked away, yeah, absolutely right. The variations have been there for all to see. It's learned well from the mistakes in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, it was essential for Afif to continue. Wanted that quick single. He'll quickly realize that it's the Australian fielding, and you need to be completely sure when you take on any fielder closing in. And this to follow again. Shamim Hussain, victim of Josh Hazlewood again. He's been the most economical bowler for the Australians on this tour. Not that we haven't seen how economical he is in the one-day format. Playing his part here again.
Nicely behind that, but the quick run taken. Here's the throw, and that's a direct hit, and I think that's gone. Yeah, no problems with umpire. Didn't have to go up to the third umpire. Direct hit will always get you. Well, the run had to be tried. He had to go for it. It's very disappointed, but that's the way it goes.
They're on target today, the Australian team. Moses Henriques gets the ball on the bounce, positions himself, takes aim, and pegs back the stump. Second run out for Bangladesh. Nurul Hassan departing for 11, 97 for 6. Bangladesh.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
লাইফে সবসময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড
Mehdi Hasan is the new batsman in Bangladesh in their effort to get the scoreboard moving along, taking a few risks and getting the quick runs, and in the process, as you can see, he thought it played with soft hands, Mahmoud Riyad, and he would have, his partner would have made it, but what a direct throw, good direct throw that was. They've been very, very agile, alert, accurate in the field, the Australians today, and it's paid off for them. He was looking good till he got run out, disappointed, but the Australians cock a hoop, understandably containing the Bangladeshi batters. Running out of overs, it'll be a tough ask. I think Mehdi Hasan would do well just to give the strike back as quickly as possible to Mahmoud Riyad, who's got to step on the gas now. Been holding one end up while the others have been batting around him, but he's lost his partners. Delicate balancing act when you've lost 6 wickets and you're left with just the 4 overs after the next delivery. But to throw caution to the wind, that's this kind of format of the game. Just as Anjum said, just can't die wandering.
Mahmudullah wants to make it count here. They're already leading 2-0 in the series. One of the most experienced players is out there with Mehdi Hasan. And he knows the importance of this batting pair for Bangladesh. 98 for 6.
বিশ্বমানের প্রযুক্তি নিয়ে প্রথম বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী এলপিজি ক্যারিয়ার বসুন্ধরা এলপিজি চ্যালেঞ্জার 44,000 মেট্রিক টন সক্ষমতার বিশাল জাহাজ আমাদের গর্ব।
आईएसआई की तरफ मोड़ लिया। पाकिस्तान के ज़हीन तरीन दिमागों और आलमी मंसूबा साजों के दरमियान एक जंग जो अभी जारी है, इस रास्ते में कल बहोर यादव को अरेस्ट करवाने में आईएसआई के एक असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर उसामा अल-अशारी का अहम तरीन किरदार था। खबर रिसा इदारे तस्नीम के मुताबिक पाकिस्तानी फौज की इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी इंटर सर्विसेज इंटेलिजेंस ने अपने शहरियों के नाम एक अहम पैगाम भी दिया।
Sheet anchor roll on 30 of 38. Shakib Al Hasan has chipped in with numbers in all the 3 games, not been able to compound it in a problem, but it's all up to young Mehdi Hasan. His ploy stands his ground, tried to pull it away, not quite getting hold of it. Gets a single. More importantly, I think gives the strike back to Mahmoud Riyad. Well, it hung in the air for a while. Couple of runs. Mahmudullah is the only Bangladeshi batsman who has hit 56s in T20s. And he really needs to go big now. So there will be improvisation. Might be a tad risky, but it pays off on occasions. He will chance his arm.
The Australian bowling has been spot on today. Much improved from the early 2 T20Is that they played. 7 bowlers have been used by Captain Matthew Wade. And he's rotated them exceedingly well.
Well, he's content to block the balls, getting an inside part of the bat. Trickles away for a single. Mehdi Hasan himself has been amongst the best Bangladeshi hitters in the BPL 2019. Hit 17 sixes in that tournament. So we've got 2 capable big hitters in the middle. At the moment, the bowling has been so tidy. And they've not really been allowed to get underneath the ball to go for the big hits.
once again forced to tuck it away. This has been very, very good bowling by the Australians. Right from the word go, bringing in a spinner for the first time to open the over, rotating the strikes, the bowlers wonderfully well. Matthew Wade, it's all paid off, slowing the balls down, getting a grip by the spinners and getting them to just play safely at those deliveries. Only 6 runs coming from that 17th over, 104 for 6.
Statue. आगे लाइफ बॉय
Subscribe and like while the video is running, or you are trying to start watch the video, so at that time you feel like that you must be a knowledge and know how we can make it okay, so how we can make it is. Anyway, without wasting the time, let me go to show you how we can make. So first of all I will guys go to my YouTube channel. So there will be a top and my channel is here. So I will take the screenshot. Okay, so after that I will come back and I will open the KineMaster. It will take time. So I will put on this
Nice for the fielder, but he does make it and only restricts them to a couple of runs.
As I mentioned, the Australian bowlers have been exceedingly well in top of their game today. The change that they've made with every game from first T20 right up to today, 58% of slower deliveries being used by the Australian bowlers. Of course, 5 bowlers were used in the first game and the second. 7 of them today. Dan Christian getting a look in. Nathan Ellis coming in. Of course, Nathan Ellis coming in instead of Mitchell Starc tonight. And such an important element. Yes, Mitchell Starc doesn't need to bowl that variation. He beats people by pace and that swing that he has. But for the other bowlers, it's such a nice learning curve. Good seam position right into the block hole from Ellis.
Well, he'd had to go for it. Maybe exposed his intentions in dancing down the wicket and allowed Ellis to just drop the ball a tad short. Thus, really couldn't get a hold of it the way he'd have liked to. Mehdi, but the intentions are pretty clear. They know that they've got to get a move on. They need a big over now. Defended 131, did Bangladesh in the first T20 international. But they need to get the numbers on board. 107 for 6. 2.5 overs after this. Need some big runs if they're going to test the Australian batters. Done well after he went for quite a few runs, Ellis. Coming back nicely. It's just that variation of speed and accuracy has not allowed the batsman to use any kind of pace at all.
Yes, they've been impressive. They've ensured that at all times the pressure is on the Bangladesh batsmen, wanting to put runs on the board. Mahmudullah electing to bat first after winning the toss.
He goes big time, doesn't get a hold of it. There's some protection. 2 of them converging, but 2 more runs. Haven't had a boundary for 18 deliveries. That's the wrong end of the innings when you run out of boundaries. When they dry up, to get the pressure building on you, you try to improvise, and that gives the opportunity to the bowlers to eke out a wicket.
It's very, very warm out there. It's very humid too. Remember, we've had a lot of rain an hour or hour and a half prior to the start of play. The humidity levels are extremely high, 82%. Top shot. When you can stand and deliver, just like what Mahmudullah has done, you don't need to bother running. 11446.
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
Captain doing what the doctor ordered in the last delivery of the previous over. Needed a boundary badly, did Bangladesh, and he's delivered. Maybe in the air for a while, was there in the slot, and he went full hug at it, right with his follow through. Just look at the other end of that shot, maybe trying to slow it down. How far was it from the fielder? Well, no, it's far enough. He might have got a little excited, but it was well clear of that fielder. Spoiled his over with that boundary. Maybe 3 of 6 needs to go. He does, picks it up, but there is some protection. Just the single.
We're mentioning about the importance of change of pace and how the Australians have done that so very well today. The contribution of this man on screen, Adam Zampa, has been outstanding today. You know, we've not got very good numbers in the power play right through the years, but the first 2 T20s, he bowled a little bit of sprayed all over the play, especially looking at the pitch. Let's not forget he had a left-hander and a right-hander to bowl to. But the 2 wickets that he managed, of course, the over-pitch delivery or a full-length delivery. But today, he slowed down in his pace just a bit from 87 to 86, and the 2 full balls that he's picked up a wicket off. Oh, that's dangerous. He'll have to re-bowl that. And a free hit will be given as well.
Just slipped out of his fingers. It had rolled across the outfield, and it's still a little soggy. Maybe collecting a bit of moisture. This occasion, Hazelwood just trying to bowl a knuckle ball. I think it went awry, well over the head, and that will be very welcome for Bangladesh, particularly that free hit coming up. Cyril, as you can see, is trying to do that. Could not control it. Difficult as it is to bowl the knuckle ball. Free hit coming up. What can they garner from this? Gone big time. It's in the air. It's going to fall short of the fielder. Just couldn't get a hold of it the way he wanted to.
Again, the knuckle ball not going very well for Hazelwood, but just to finish that point of Zampa, Shamim, he slowed down a notch in pace today and tried to pitch the ball further up to the batter to allow the ball to grip and turn. You know how essential and how important Zampa's spell and Ashtonager's spell is to Australian lineup. Initially, he was bowling a lot quicker, 87 Ks in the first T20. He slowed down in the second, went down nearly towards 85 or 86 an average speed, just allowing himself to toss the ball slightly higher, grip and turn. Chomo Sharkar was a victim.
Oh, really wild looking shot there, but that is to be expected. Mahmudullah Riyad maybe felt that he had an opportunity to pull it to the onside, just not lining up the ball enough. We're talking about slowing the balls down. It's been done by virtually all the Australian bowlers, and they've realized that just bowling the natural pace or trying to get the pace to do the work will not work on this wicket. They've learned from the mistakes in the previous two games. All credit to them. Coming back strongly with the ball. Cheeky but effective. Lovely shot. That's what you expect the fag end of a T20 match, and that was done so very nicely.
You learn by experience. Mahmudullah has done that after realizing that it's going to be pace off from Josh Hazelwood. Rather than hitting down the ground, expecting the ball to come on, shimmy across towards the off stump, play it over the short fine leg fielder. Use the little pace that is on offer from Hazelwood. 124.5 Ks. Gets the boundary.
Oh, he goes again, misses out. Very annoyed with himself. But that is the completion of the 19th over. 1 to go, 122 for 6. One over to go in this third T20 international. How many more can Bangladesh garner? Reminder that they defended 131 in the first T20. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Let's see, he's expecting a signal, but it's just one over the shoulder. Slower bouncer, very effective.
Yeah, well bowled from Nathan Ellis. He's sticking to his strengths. He likes to get the ball hard into the pitch. Expect that bounce.
I think the bowler got away with that one. I thought it was well over the head of the batsman. Could have been called over. Look at this. He's standing on virtually on his tippy toes, and it's about a foot over his head. Couldn't get hold of it. Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they come. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 4 more deliveries left. You gotta go. Every ball. Gotta swing your bat. Mahmood Riyad on 48. As a captain, this is his highest score in T20 internationals. As a captain, I emphasize. Play the captain's knock. He wants to finish it on a high. Put a few more numbers on the board. Give his bowlers something to bowl at, defend.
Yeah, the umpire's not happy. Substitute ran on with a towel for Nathan Ellis.
It's done. Despite the lack of control, it seems he had taken one hand off, managed to drag it wide and down backward of square for 4 runs.
5th international T20 for Captain Mahmudullah, and first as a captain. What a player he has been, what a servant he has been for Bangladesh cricket over the years. Sense that it might be a short pitch delivery, stayed his ground, he's not charging towards the bowler. Placed it well, knows the job is yet to be completed.
Oh, it's cleaned him up. Well, he had to go for the shots, maybe close the face of the bat. Wrong time to lose the wicket, but possibly he's done his job, taken his team to a decent enough total. Another few runs would come in handy though.
First international T20 wicket for young Nathan Ellis. And to get that with an off stump getting pegged back of the Bangladesh captain will remain a nice memory. Mahmudullah departs for a 52. 127 for 7 Bangladesh.
Well, he'll have to do his bit with the ball, but for the moment, the next two deliveries, he's got to swing his bat. He's in the middle because of a good, accurate delivery by the debutant Ellis, and Mahmoud Riyad, a little cramped for space, trying to drag it, bring it across and getting cleaned up. This will be very happy. He'll remember knocking out to the off stump of the Bangladeshi skipper. Oh, he's walked across. He's got a lashed onto that one. That's going straight to hand. And he gets his second wicket. Oh, I can understand Mustafizur Rahman really throwing his bat at it. Had to try and get some quick runs in that manner, but he perishes.
Very good debut. He'll remain on a hat-trick. Mustafizur Rahman trying to get the better of the shorter boundary onto the leg side. An easy catch for Mitchell Marsh. Second wicket for Nathan Ellis. Mustafizur departs, 127 for 8.
Last ball of the innings coming up. It's going to be Mahdi who's taken strike. And he's trying to pull it big. There's a fielder coming around. And I think he's got his hat-trick. Goodness gracious me. What a turnaround. They say cricket is a great leveler. 30 runs of his first 3 overs. Then he gets a hat-trick to finish this innings. Fantastic debut here for young Ellis. Smiles break out. And Bangladesh lose another one at the end of the innings.
You require moments of brilliance to get back into the contest. Australia starting off very well today at the start of the game. The last over being thrown to the debutant Nathan Ellis, and earns the hat-trick. It was always dipping on Ashtonega, never easy. But when you have a debutant on a hat-trick, you do make an extra bit of an effort. What a moment for him. What a moment for Australia. They go into the dressing room with a big smile, with a wide smile on their faces. Mitchell Starc gave a little speech prior to handing over the cap to Nathan Ellis. I'm sure there'll be one more after the end of the game. Bangladesh finishing the 20 overs with 127 runs on the board.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
What a wonderful
This sentence is grammatically
comeback
correct, but
in
it's
the
more
bowling
than
department has been for Australia.
It has been very impressive. Right from the word go, the sorry tale of Naeem and Shomo continue going without really troubling the scorers too much. And Shakib hung around for a while, built up that little partnership with Mahmoud Riyad, who really fought very hard right to the end of the innings, compiling those 52 runs. And then a little cameo of 11. That was all from the lower order on this occasion. 127 for 9 is what they garnered. It's been very, very impressive by the bowlers.
Yes, Nathan Ellis stands out as a performer. The first time a debutant has taken a hat-trick on a T20 international debut, and that's Nathan Ellis for you. A couple of wickets for Zampa and Hazelwood, and ensuring that Bangladesh don't get off the hook and remain with the target which Australia would like to chase down and come back with a win in this series. They require 128 to get into the contest and get a victory. Do join us after a very short break.
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজা।
तो यहाँ से इसको फोल्ड कर देंगे और इसको फोल्ड करने के बाद इस्त्री कर देंगे इसे। ये कमीज़ का गला बना रहे हैं। ये गले का कट बन रहा है अभी।
জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে
शर्ट की फिटिंग कर रहे हैं। बाजू की सिलाई लग रही है।
আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ
बाजू लगा रहे हैं शर्ट के।
লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায় প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
স্বাদ এমন যে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি। প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
Some aggression start to outpace the Australians. Need to play out their socks, Australia, to remain in the series. Remember, Bangladesh chasing a series win against the opponents. Never won that before the series started. Played 4, lost 4, and in the series so far played 2, won 2. Captain Matthew Wade, we mentioned the last 2 games was in the middle order, promoting himself to the top order and taking the responsibility. 630 runs, strike of 126 and a best of 80. Decent career so far. Ben McDermott into the team, face of Josh Phillip. 107 runs into his 15 games, striker of 92. Definitely would love to improve on that. A high score of 32, not out. All to play for this important game, as we mentioned. Mehdi Hassan, the off spinner, not surprisingly Bangladesh starting with off spin. Straight away. Well, into his 12th game, picked up 8 wickets. Very impressive average as well for a bowler who's bowling the power plays mostly in his 11 games he has played. Captain Mahmood Riyad straight into the attack. The slip, short fine leg, short square leg, short mid wicket, all ready for. First ball coming up. Shot down the leg side, clipped away towards square leg for a single.
Ben McDermott, son of Craig McDermott, former Aussie fast bowler. He's had a good season in the Big Bash League last season. Scored over 400 runs batting at number 3. Remember, he batted at number 6 in West Indies in the last series, getting his first opportunity today.
That's been the change of Australian cricket, isn't it? Not having the players, beg your pardon, to establish themselves. We know most of the established players taking a break. Most probably will definitely come to the T20 World Cup coming up very soon. Captain Wade. Shot this time. Captain Wade missing out. Finding that lonely field at short extra cover.
Mehdi Hassan has been brilliant so far in this series. Young Shamim Hussain missed out on these games.
Much straighter, kept a bit low as well. That's good running. Good intent straight away by Matthew Wade. Any batsman would want to get off the mark. Mid-on fielder, sorry for Islam. His heels slightly low, but nicely watched to the end by Captain Matthew. Much slower. That's what Bangladesh have done so far in this entire series. Slowing it up, not giving any pace to the Australian batsmen. They've got to make their own pace.
He's a very handy bowler with the new ball, Mehdi Hassan.
Shot, flat, 6. What a start by Ben McDermott. Strong shot. Shot of intent. Mehdi Hassan this time just dragging it down, not that short. There you go. Shows a brutal power.
Commentator's curse, isn't it, Farveez? Just told him that he's a good bowler, and then he bowled a short one. It was there to hit, and McDermott just lashed onto it. What a good shot that is.
Christmas have come early. Ben McDermott into his first over. Mehdi Hassan. Dot delivery. Got short extra cover in the over. Australia, good start. 8 for no loss.
এখনো ভাইরাস আর ইনফেকশন ছড়াচ্ছে। টেস্ট, হসপিটাল,
হাজার টাকার খরচ বাঁচাতে সাহায্য করে মাত্র 10 টাকার লাইফবয়। এর 100% প্রমাণিত ফর্মুলা বিপজ্জনক ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে।
স্বাদিয়া মঞ্চে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি। প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
পিওরিটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
Between Nova's more eye drops to the wicket keeper. Last time he did that, he had a huge 6. Oh, what a start. This time, Captain Matthew Wade trying to go through the offside, turning back.
Turn immediately for Nasum Ahmed. The left armer, remember, picked up 4 wickets in the first game.
Much slower. 2 balls back. That's what we're talking about, a slow spinner. Just a second, no, look at that, Maza. Sure, all the spinners in the Bangladesh attack will be asking the captain, when am I going to bowl? Much shorter. Easily caught at short fine leg. Matthew Wade missing out. Was much shorter, trying to go over square leg. Only finding short fine leg fielder. Easy catch.
Keeper Matthew Wade's fortune hasn't changed after promoting himself to come open the innings for Australia. Nasum Ahmed, after bowling a Turner one in the previous one, this time he bowled a little bit quicker, hurried onto the batsman, surprised Matthew Wade, and Bangladesh picks up their first wicket.
That's very impressive by the Bangladesh to start with. Captain Matthew Wade gone for 1, Australia 8 for 1.
স্ট্যাচু আগে লাইফ বয়, তারপর আদর। দেখো এখানে ভাইরাস থাকতে পারে যা যেতে পারে আমার কাছ থেকে তোমার কাছে, তারপর অসুখ। লাইফ বয় সাবানের 100% প্রমাণিত ফর্মুলা লড়াই করে বিপজ্জনক ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল ও জীবাণুমুক্ত।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস, স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসার।
ফাস্টেস্ট নেটওয়ার্ক বাংলালিংক দিচ্ছে কম দামে অনেক বেশি। 73 টাকায় পাচ্ছেন 5.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বাংলালিংক। সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
অভিজাত ও রুচিসম্মত স্যানিটারি ওয়্যার ও ফিটিংস শাইন। শাইন স্যানিটারি ওয়্যার ও ফিটিংস, রুচির প্রশ্নে একেবারেই আপোষহীন।
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
Impressive stats. Australia would love to have Mitchell Marsh till the end, guiding the Australians through. That's the man who has done the damage so far. Giving away a single run, pick complete foot of Matthew Wade. Much slower. Easy single there, very easily taken. Well backed up by the non-strikers end as well. Look at the previous delivery. Much quicker, as I mentioned. With small bounce and also hitting almost in the slice of the bat. Maybe at the small. Easy captain. Not sure what he's complaining about. Saying that Bangladesh have been very smart with the way they've used the pace. Slower, much slower.
Nasum has got an interesting case. He has seen the both side of the coin. The player from Shunamganj, he didn't get a team during the 2015 BPL and also in the Dhaka Premier League.
Oh, turn this time. Good stuff. Good start by Bangladesh. Australia 9 for 1.
Sensation, classic or strawberry variante.
নমস্কার বন্ধুরা, সকলকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি টেকি বইটা কার্ডের নতুন এপিসোডে। তো আজকে আমি কথা বলবো, আমি রিভিউ করব এই বোট রকার্স 225F এই ব্লুটুথ ইয়ারফোনটার ব্যাপারে। তখন দাম 1000 টাকা যাচ্ছিল অফার প্রাইসে, এখন দেখলাম দাম 1200 টাকার মতো। সত্যি কি এই 1200 টাকা প্রাইসটা জাস্টিফিকেশন করে? এর সাউন্ড কেমন, এর বিল্ড কোয়ালিটি সব কিছু নিয়ে আমি কথা বলবো, একটা কমপ্লিট রিভিউ দেবো। তো এই ইয়ারফোনটা কি আপনার কেনা উচিত না সেটাও বলে দেবো।
তবে বিধি সসমত সতস্কি করো।
ভিডিওটি ভালো লাগলে অবশ্যই লাইক করুন, খারাপ লাগলে ডিসলাইক করে দিন, আর হ্যাঁ টেকি বইটা চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে ঘন্টাটি নাড়িয়ে দিন। তাহলে চলুন ঝটপট শুরু করা যাক আজকের ভিডিও। তো প্রথমেই বলি এই হেডফোনটার বিল্ড অ্যান্ড ডিজাইন। বিল্ড খুবই ভালো, এর একটা হার্ড মেটেরিয়াল ইউজ করেছি যেটা খুবই আমার ভালো লেগেছে। সফট না বাট হার্ড মেটেরিয়াল, খুব ভালো। এবং আপনি হাতে নিয়ে বুঝতে পারবেন যে সলিড এই জিনিসটা অনেক দিন টেকসই হবে। ব্লুটুথ 5 নয়, ব্লুটুথ 4.1 এখানে ইউজ করা হয়েছে। 225F যেটা সবচেয়ে ভালো
11 এক উইকেটে
স্ট্রং ম্যাগনেট। আমি বোট রকার 225F প্রো ইউজ করেছি। প্রো এর রিভিউ আসছে নেক্সট কয়েকদিনের মধ্যে চলে আসবে। আচ্ছা, বিল্ড এন্ড ডিজাইনের মধ্যে আরেকটা কথা বলি,
Game changing decision as well. Remember, Mitchell Marsh is the man in form.
Marsh looked pretty confident when he took that review. This looks okay from here. Another flighted delivery, teasing the batsman. Mitchell Marsh gone hard on it. Did that hit that bat or not?
Yep, very close call. Let's wait and see. Mentioned before, very important, crucial, I should say, decision out of this game. Mitchell Marsh being the man on form right throughout the West Indies series, as well as this pending series. Shakib Al Hasan looked very confident. The wicket keeper thought otherwise. Ultra edge coming up. Nothing. Big gap between the bat and the ball. Daylight, clear daylight. Not too sure what prompted the umpire to give it out, but saying that the DRS was used and Captain Mitchell Marsh survives.
Ultra edge showing a flat line. There's no spike there. He has to reverse his decision.
Nice ball. Got to finish. Australia 11 for 1.
আচ্ছা, ইউনিভার্সিটি ইলেকশনে শুধু ছেলেরাই দাঁড়ায়, এটা কে বদলাবে?
বাবা, আমি ইলেকশনে দাঁড়াবো।
ইলেকশন করা রোদ এত কষ্ট বাদ দে মা।
তুমিই তো উঠতে শিখিয়েছো, উঁচুতে উঠতে পারবো না তা তো শেখাওনি।
কড়া রোদ এটা সামলাবে, তুই গ্লো কর। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি এখন গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি। এটি রোদ থেকে বাঁচায় আর এর মাল্টিভিটামিন ডার্ক স্পটস কমায়, দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। আর এরপর
দেশকে বদলে দেব।
গ্লো করো নিজের পরিচয়, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
কিভাবে?
শুধু রাঁধলেই হয় না, যত্ন লাগে, যত্ন।
বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যত্নে করে রত্ন ফোটা।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
What a drink!
স্যার, এটা ড্রিঙ্কো, নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন। এটা চাবান পানীয়, নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
ড্রিঙ্কো চাবান পানীয়।
Oh, what a delivery. That spun from leg stump. Ben McDermott had no clue. Look at that replay there. It's wonderful stuff. Look at that. Nice reps. Missing all ends up very close to the off stump. Again, it's good stuff. Good pressure being created.
First ball of this over, it was a brilliant one. Pitched it right up there, confused the batsman whether to play straight or turn it towards the onside.
This is a challenge, isn't it? One going straight. Generally, the newer ball, one going straight is a stop delivery. The one it turns is a surprising one. In this wicket, it's the other way around. Slower, shorter. Missed out there by Ben McDermott. Well fielded well by Shamim Hussain and short extra cover. Australian struggling. It's 11 runs into the 4th over. Got to get a move on. Next stump. Again, I'm talking about Shakib Al Hasan the last over. Again, short mid-wicket vacant. Ben McDermott trying to go across the line, missing all ends up. This is brilliant captaincy by Mahmudul Riyad. Shot again. A couple of short deliveries with Ben McDermott. Could have put it for force. Missed out. End of the 4th over. Australia 11 for 1.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
পিওরিটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি।
One straighter. Previous over, but Asum Mahmud was a maiden over in a power play. Could it be the decision? Marsh eyeing that long on boundary. There's no mid-wicket again. That's what I'm talking about. Very strong down the ground. Strong arms, going to the line, long levers, easy boundary.
It was also right up there for Mitch Marsh. Remember, the fielder at mid-on was up at the circle. He just launched onto it. Man in form, utilizing his form as well and getting the most use of it.
And also Shakib Al Hasan doing the right thing, firing it up, trying to get Mitchell Marsh out. As mentioned before, forward to picking up wickets. That of Mitchell Marsh, who's in form. That was always on the cards. Previous over, last delivery of Shakib Al Hasan. We saw similar shot was attempted, missed out, but this time middling it perfectly. Again, much slower. Wily old customer Shakib Al Hasan. Inexperienced bowler would have fired it in, but not Shakib.
That's brilliant response from Shakib Al Hasan. Once again, lighted it up, teasing the batsman. Come again, come hit me again.
Stop last time. Plays well as well from Mitchell Marsh into the 5th over. Australia just 17, pardon, 16. As expected, Australians been attacked by spin. Asum Mahmud the only maiden over in the series. Full toss, missed out. Ben McDermott eyeing that vacant mid-wicket boundary, missing all ends up.
Went to the shot a bit early. It was even more slower from Shakib Al Hasan.
That time going with the arm, easily played towards a mid-wicket for a single to end the 5th over. Australia 17 for 1.
দিন যেমনই হোক, আমার চেহারা করে গ্লো, কারণ আমার আছে নতুন লাক্স 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদানের সাথে। আমার চেহারায় আনে মখমলে গ্লো। লাক্স গ্লো টাইম।
মশলা বানানোর আসল কাজটা করে কৃষকদের পরিশ্রমী হাত। আমরা শুধু খাঁটি জিনিসটা পৌঁছে দিই আপনার হাতে। বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়া মশলা, প্রকৃতি হতে আপনার হাতে।
বুঝতে হবে এটা ইউনিক স্ট্রাকচারাল ডিজাইনের কসমিক ডোর। এর ওয়াল থিকনেস এবং রিপ থিকনেস বেশি থাকায় টিকে 50 বছরেরও বেশি। কসমিক ডোর।
মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
সময় এখন এমন, সাথে থাকলে টক ঝাল স্বাদের হজম ক্যান্ডি সব হজম করে দেয়।
Say Stevens, or let's say bowlers who will be using change of pace. Madhar?
He's been brilliant on the first T20 international, Mr. Rahman, and he will enjoy bowling in the surface because the spinners we've already seen is getting the grip and getting the ball to turn. So watch out for the from Mustafizur Rahman.
Straight on, bang on. We've seen a lot of change of pace from the Australians to the seamers. Dropped the pace and went to the change of pace. Nearly 50+% of change of pace deliveries. And a young Nathan Ellis making his debut, getting the cap from the experienced pro Mitchell Stark early on. The last over was offered to him to going out there and bowling. And didn't he start well, or let's say didn't he finish well, with a hat-trick. First time an Australian player on debut in a T20 international gets a hat-trick. So it's been a very good first 20 overs for the Australian team. Started well, finished well. It's up to their batters now.
And straight away, just rolling his fingers, dropping short of that fielder. You mentioned about Nathan Ellis. He's the third Australian player to take a hat-trick in T20 International and the first one in the history of T20 International to do it on debut. He'll be a very difficult customer if he does get it right, Mustafizur Rahman. So it's not a bad start from Bangladesh. 18 for 1. They've only conceded 18 runs. Nasum Ahmed also has picked up a maiden already.
Yeah, pace is not going to trouble the Australians. And by now, this is the third T20, so you've got to be very well aware as a captain, as a bowling captain as well, and the team, that they'll be watching out for the change of pace. Yes, Ben McDermott hasn't really played Mustafizur Rahman prior to this, so he'll be very, very cautious in his approach. Top shot. He's looked excellent from the start of play.
Yeah, Mustafizur Rahman has been very good in the first match of the series. Picked up 2 wickets for 16 runs in 4 over. 3 for 23 in the second T20 international. Good looking shot. Just could not pierce the gap. Good work in the covers. And they need to really bat. And they will want to see Mitchell Marsh in some sort of form.
And they have that time today. Not that it wasn't there in the first T20, chasing just 132. They lost the first T20 by 23 runs. Didn't do very well in the second, 121. Today they're chasing a score which they would feel confident of crossing over, 128 for a win. And they've got time. They started off well. They've seen a way. 5 overs of spin. A good over to finish from Mustafiz, 20 for 1.
বিশ্বমানের প্রযুক্তি নিয়ে প্রথম বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী এলপিজি ক্যারিয়ার বসুন্ধরা এলপিজি চ্যালেঞ্জার। 44,000 মেট্রিক টন সক্ষমতার বিশাল জাহাজ আমাদের গর্ব, আমাদের সকল গ্রাহকের অধিকার। সর্বোচ্চ গুণগত মানসম্মত নিরবিচ্ছিন্ন গ্যাস সরবরাহ বসুন্ধরার অঙ্গীকার। বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস, ভরসা রাখুন, স্বাচ্ছন্দ্যে থাকুন।
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
স্মার্ট।
মাত্র 1 চামচ ভিম স্মার্ট লিকুইড পরিষ্কার করে সব থালা বাসন। তো
স্মার্ট কেন হব না?
These are the fielding restrictions for Mohammedullah. It's hit that hard, very hard down the ground. Might just get a single. Now he's come back for two. Very good running.
Have a look at the variation in his speed. Nasir Ahmed, over 90 kilometers, 38%. And that's why he's been difficult to pick up. Very successful, started well. When he picked up 4 for 19 in the first T20 international of the series. It was a nothing shot, it was a wide delivery. But he made the batsman work really hard. Now was a hit wicket. Oh, now how did that miss the stumps? Or did it get a bit of a nick also? They were beaten all ends up. Lovely delivery from Nasir Ahmed.
It seemed that it has taken the bails on the way. Nurul Hasan all excited behind the stumps, trying to grab that ball.
Yeah, how did it miss the stumps? Looks so very close, missed by a whisker.
Would get Mitchell Marsh thinking. Bailout stroke coming from Mitchell Marsh. Gets a boundary.
And it's a very good one. They picked up the length very quickly. You have to be absolutely spot on in terms of playing the horizontal bat shots. It's a conventional sweep. And he's played that nicely. That should just release some pressure.
Goes up and over. That's the strength of Mitchell Marsh. He's not going to take it lying down. He is going to take the attack to the left arm spinner.
Magnificent hit. Look how flighted that was. He knew he was in for an opportunity to free his arm. Not an easy shot to play with the spin over the cover head, and it's gone for the six. Brilliant.
33 for 1.
আপনার চুল কিভাবে সাজাবেন এটা কে ঠিক করে? হেঁটে যাওয়া চুল নাকি ঝরে পড়া চুল? চুলের সমস্যা যেন আপনার চুলের সাজে বাধা না হয়। চুলের সমস্যা মানে হচ্ছে চুলের ড্যামেজ। ডাভ এর 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে। ডাভ এখন মিনি প্যাকে 16% এক্সট্রা ফ্রি।
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথায় প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতেই আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস। স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসা।
Now, in the history of Australian T20 internationals, well, they're certainly getting a move on.
It's such a beautiful shot. And he's a powerful lad. Never easy, but he got underneath it and hit a magnificent shot to pick up a six. Excellent work from Mitchell Marsh.
Shariful Islam.
Another left arm seamer, Shariful Islam. On. 12 wickets for him. Made his T20 debut against the Kiwis in New Zealand. A nice looking shot, but just for a single. He's timing it nicely, isn't he?
It's been very good for Bangladesh team. A tour to New Zealand early part of the year. And a series against Sri Lanka at home. Of course, the Bangladesh Cricket Board led by the president, providing another series off to Zimbabwe. And for Shariful, you rightly mentioned, New Zealand was the time that he made his debut, of course, T20I debut rather. But this is a nice outing. New Zealand, Sri Lanka, now Australia, playing against competitive and top teams in the world.
And especially during this difficult time, during this pandemic, I feel that the Bangladesh Cricket Board has done wonderfully well. He'll be a pleased man. Nazmul Hasan, president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, also the member of the parliament, to see Australia coming and playing this series. Excellent work from Bangladesh Cricket Board to convince them to come during these difficult times, making sure that everybody stays safe. Excellent. Great opportunities for both the teams to try to look at those players who would put their hands up, especially for the T20 World Cup, which is coming in the month of October. Now this pair is looking good. Now Abdullah will be thinking who will be the bowler to pick up or rather break this partnership. This over is turning out to be a good one, Anjum. Only a single in the 4 deliveries that Shariful Islam has bowled so far.
Yeah, that's why Mahmudullah decided to bring the third midfielder inside the circle, anticipating that Mitchell Marsh might like to go down the ground. So he had a long on station there. Shoikat, the umpire, standing 33rd T20 International. The gentleman at the other end, Ghazi Sohail. Good over from Shariful Islam for Bangladesh. 36 for 1.
তুমি জানো আমি কে? হ্যাঁ?
সম্মানিত যাত্রীবৃন্দ, এই ভদ্রলোক জানেন না উনি কে। যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
ব্রুকবন তাজার সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক থেয়ানিন, যা মনকে করে তোলে তাজা।
শক্তিশালী নতুন রিন, যা আপনার কাপড়ে আনে উজ্জ্বলতা এবং আপনাকে দেয় নতুন পরিচয়। প্রাণ মাঠা ন্যাচারাল কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস।
টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণ মাঠা, পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল, যা হজমে সহায়তা করে। প্রাণ মাঠা।
করোনার সাথে লড়াইয়ে আমরাই করব জয়। তাই তো হাতে তুলে নিয়েছি স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে, যা করোনা ভাইরাসকে সম্পূর্ণরূপে ধ্বংস করে দেয়। স্যাভলন ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে।
Short ball will be punished. It was quicker onto McDermott. And the gentleman alongside him, Muzaffer Rahman Mukul, the TV umpire today. Yes, with Bangladesh having a tour of at home, of course, playing host to New Zealand, there is a lot of cricket which is on offer for the players. And you rightly mentioned to put their hands up and get counted. Remember, a few key players are regular members of the Bangladesh team. Missing out here, Tamim Iqbal, out due to injury. Mushfiqur Rahim, Liton Das. You can't let the short ball drop and get away from these players. They are extremely good punishing it. McDermott gets it one to the 6.
Once again, it's a short delivery from Shakib Al Hasan. Deep in his crease and he smashes it and gets a 6. He'll be a touch disappointed. You would expect someone of a caliber of Shakib Al Hasan to bowl well, especially in these conditions, knowing that they don't have too many runs to defend. The loose delivery gets the treatment.
And for the impact to be made, Athar, I think Shakib's 4 overs are extremely crucial for Bangladesh here.
Yeah, in his third over now, he's halfway completed the over. 3 more balls available in this over, so he has to finish off nicely. He's gone already 8 runs in an over in this over.
Yeah, the reason I mentioned it because he's the most experienced bowler between Mahdi, the off spinner, and Nasim. And Nasim's already been punished for 10 runs in the previous over. 13 runs, correction, in the previous over that he bowled.
He's come back strongly, yes. Correction for me also. 8 runs in this over and he's bowled 2 dot deliveries.
Hey boy!
45 for 1.
সময় এখন এমন, সাথে থাকলে টক ঝাল স্বাদের হজম ক্যান্ডি সব হজম করে দেয়।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন। লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
What a drink!
স্যার, এটা ড্রিঙ্কও নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র অসম কম্বিনেশন। এটা চাবান পানীয়, নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
Drinko, চাবান পানীয়।
Partnership for Australia. 57 or 45. More importantly, both of them look to be a much better control of their own game out there. Sounding very, very sweet. That's always pleasing for a batter.
Yeah, talking about left arm seamer, Mustafizur Rahman is right at the top among the wicket takers by a left arm seamer in T20 internationals. 45 matches, 66 wickets. Mohammad Amir from Pakistan, 59. Sohail Tanveer, 54. But that's a very good record, and that's a very good shot also. Beautiful shot from Mitch Marsh. Picks up another boundary.
It's coming out very well for the Australians. A slower pitch delivery was there from Shariful, but right in the slot. And these are always going to be easy pickings for Mitchell Marsh. The ICC all-rounder ranked 9th. Mitchell Marsh is the man that Australia will be looking at, carrying them a victory on the store. 50's come up on the board though.
It's a very good stop by Nurul Hassan behind the stumps. It was an inside edge. It fell in front of the keeper. Just didn't get that bounce that he was anticipating. Could have easily gone on to hit the stumps. Good work behind the stumps though.
Again, another short pitch delivery. These are easy pickings. Yet another boundary for Mitchell Marsh.
And learning curve for him. Shariful Islam. But he can't get away with bowling short pitch deliveries with that pace. 122. Easy. Too easy for someone like Mitchell Marsh to put it away. Second.
Shariful Islam is probably not found the perfect area where he wants to land that ball. He's pitching the ball up He's getting dispatched on the cover boundary. He's pitching it short. He's getting dispatched on the square leg boundary. He's tried nearly everything this over.
Akram Khan, the right of the screen, right next to the CEO of Bangladesh Cricket Board. Akram Khan, obviously the former captain who went on to win the ICC trophy in 1997 in Kuala Lumpur, qualified Bangladesh to participate in their very first World Cup in 1999 in England. Now what has happened here? A few words being spoken between Mitch Marsh and the skipper, Mahmudullah.
He certainly said some words to Shariful Islam. Captain stepping in to defend his young bowler. Of course, the series is on the line. We do expect some fireworks, in terms of words, of course. Mahmudullah not pleased with the Australian having a few words. Not yet settled. Ready for the last ball of the over. After the glare from Shariful to Mitchell Marsh, 54 for 1.
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতেই আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন। বাংলাদেশের প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিটেকে রয়েছে ন্যাচারাল ক্লে অ্যাক্টিভেটেড ফর্মুলা, যা মুখের জীবাণুদের টেনে বের করে সুরক্ষা দেয় ক্যাভিটি থেকে 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান, মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস। স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসা। ভিটামিন এ, সি, ডি ও জিঙ্কে ভরপুর প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট ড্রিঙ্ক, খেতে দারুণ মজার।
বিজলি কেবলসে বিশুদ্ধ কপার ও ভালো মানের ইনসুলেশন থাকায় আপনার বাড়ির বিদ্যুতের পরিপূর্ণ চাপ নিতে সক্ষম। বিজলি কেবলস, আপনার পরিবার থাকুক নিরাপদে।
Get on with it. More important to play good cricket. Australia needs 74 runs of 60 balls. Just a little comparison, Bangladesh were 60 for 3 in their 10 overs, and just some contact lenses being replaced here by Nurul Hassan Chauhan due to the humidity, maybe a little bit of dirt getting into his eyes. Comparing that Bangladesh 10 over score of 60 for 3, Australia have 54 for 1. They're 6 runs behind, but they've got the wickets in hand, Mazhar.
Undoubtedly, but Australia are much better situation than they had in the previous 2 games. They'll surely fail. They are well in the game, needed 74 of 60 balls. There's the change in the bowling. Shomo Sharka, he will bring up those slowers. Not the best of economy though, 9.74, but he can pick up the wickets as well.
Short pitch deliveries are not going to do the work. The distinct difference between the Bangladesh bowling and the Australian bowling is a little lack of discipline. I thought most of the Australian bowlers on view were pretty accurate, pretty tidy, varied their lines and lengths and the paces. Bangladesh depended on too many short pitch deliveries which have been put away. That's better. Shomo Sharka can come up with the wicket-taking balls, as you said. And he's got to try and redeem himself, not having performed with the bat.
And he can bowl those Yorkers really well. Keepers it up there for the batsman, not allowing the batsman to go down the wicket.
just cramping him for a little bit of space, but did play that reasonably well at the end. A little bit of a fumble, but quickly recovered. Just allows the single. 3 runs from this over so far. 71-57 balls Bangladesh could do with the wicket here. Waits on that one. You see again that short pitch delivery allowing the batsman to really pull it away. Very, very nicely for 4 runs.
Marsh here getting ample time. It was short, it was back of a hand slower, but it was very short. Mitchell Marsh, all he needs to do is wait and just pull it away in between the 2 fielders. He even tried a leg spinner. What would you say, Shambhai?
Well, that was not the best option. Try and do what you're used to. Trying something out of the ordinary, that's going to result in something like that loose ball. And then he pitches one down the leg side for the batsman to flick it away. It's played too hard. Possibly that's the reason why they couldn't get a couple of runs. But somehow, batsman getting into their comfort zone. Already 8 runs in this over. No need to do any histrionics. Just play the ball to its merit. And unfortunately, Shomo Sarkar so far has not delivered what his captain expected. And once the call, what they're going to get. Good over for Australia. 9 coming from it. After 11, it's 63 for 1.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
পিওরেটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
স্বাদিয়া মঞ্চে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি। প্রাণ লাচ্ছি, খুব খাচ্ছি, আরাম পাচ্ছি।
ফুয়াদ ভাইয়ের মতো হাজার হাজার বিক্রেতা বন্ধুই আসল নাম্বার 1, কারণ তারাই আসল নকল বুঝে জরুরি ওষুধ বিক্রি করে।
এসএমসির ওরসালাইন জীবন বাঁচায়, জীবনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়।
সাবান বা সাধারণ হ্যান্ড ওয়াশে হাত হয়ে পড়ে রুক্ষ ও মলিন, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ময়েশ্চারাইজিং পাওয়ার সমৃদ্ধ স্যাভলন অ্যান্টিসেপটিক হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, যা হাতকে রাখে নরম, কোমল ও জীবাণুমুক্ত।
Wade wicket. Naseem Ahmed now into his last over. It's been very, very good with his figures. Played it into the deep. They're going to go quickly for the first run, coming back for the second. And that's good running. Decent enough throw from the deep, but they had it covered.
Australia are going through a very good phase of this inning so far.
Well, let's see how he negotiates spin. He's placed spin from the crease, which was, and just that left foot going forward to the pitch. The left foot planted behind the line. Just a little adjustment at the last moment when he meets the ball, drags that foot out for a change. That's been his ploy. That's the adjustment that you needed to make when you're facing bowlers who are trying to slow it down and the wickets just doing something out of the ordinary. So those little finer elements being perfected here. Now that's a wild swing across. And how close was that to that wicket?
That's very good bowling again from Naseem. Once again asking the batsman to play that shot. It was because of those dot balls. Naseem Ahmed is very handy as a white ball bowler for Bangladesh.
Now trying to be cheeky and succeeding. Here's the paddle sweep for a run, but Naseem has been very impressive. Into his 4th over, he's just given away 17 runs, has taken a wicket, very close to 2 wickets once again. That was the quicker delivery, the last one picked up well by the batter. Mitch Marsh, maybe the most important cog in the wheel for Australia. He tries a little paddle, gets only a single. Containment at the moment is the target, but a wicket would come in very handy.
The selectors will keep an eye on Nasum, made his debut earlier this year in New Zealand. He's among those second left-arm spinners in the side. Inside out, over the cover's head, just only one. A good over from Nasum though, 68 for 1 after 12.
ফেস করো সারাদিন ড্যাব 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 মিস করো ফান আর কতদিন ড্যাব ড্যাব
অয়েলি স্কিন এই নে পন্ড অয়েল কন্ট্রোল ফেস ওয়াশ এর সিলিকা বিটস টেকনোলজি ত্বকের গভীরে গিয়ে অয়েল শুধু ক্লিনই করে না ভেতর থেকে কন্ট্রোলও করে অয়েল ফ্রি তো টেনশন ফ্রি
প্রাণ মাঠা ন্যাচারাল কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস
টক দই থেকে তৈরি হয় সুস্বাদু প্রাণ মাঠা পুরোপুরি ন্যাচারাল যা হজমে সহায়তা করে প্রাণ মাঠা
এখনো ভাইরাস আর ইনফেকশন ছড়াচ্ছে টেস্ট হসপিটাল হাজার টাকার খরচ
1000 টাকার খরচ বাঁচাতে সাহায্য করে মাত্র 10 টাকার লাইফ বয় এর 100% প্রমাণিত ফর্মুলা বিপজ্জনক ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ স্যাভলন সোপ ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ ডাবল প্রোটেকশন ভিশন নিয়ে এলো ওয়ারেন্টি প্লাস অফার ভিশনের যে কোনো শোরুম বা ডিলার পয়েন্ট থেকে এলইডি টিভি কিনে এসএমএস এর মাধ্যমে রেজিস্ট্রেশন করলে পেয়ে যাবেন 1 লক্ষ টাকা পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক
Something that Bangladeshis will be hoping that continues through the rest of the 8 overs that remain. Dermot has been very, very impressive. Built up this great partnership with Mitch Marsh. Marshalling his troops is Mahmudullah Riyad knows how crucial a breakthrough is. Can get dot balls, but the best way to slow down the scoring is get a wicket. Oh, up in the air, is it headed for a fielder? Oh my goodness, he's dropped it. I think that's Shariful, is that? In the deep, that was an easy take. That was the breakthrough Bangladesh desperately needed.
Is this going to be crucial for Bangladesh? They needed to pick up a wicket at this position and Mustafizur Rahman delivered, but this time Shariful. It was a straightforward catch there. The youngster grasped it. Probably the pressure. It's the pressure in international cricket.
Oh, he seemed to have it covered. Come on, that should have been taken. Heads ahead. This could make the difference. And he comes back. But typical of Mustafizur Rahman, he does not get it very disappointed. Comes back with a good delivery. But how bad is it for a bowler when he managed to make the batsman make a mistake? It goes as a simple catch. He had it covered, lined himself up, and then, oh dear, that's terrible.
Probably he must be overthinking that I need to grab this catch. This will be an important opportunity for my side.
It's good. He continues the good work. More often than not, when you see a bowler seeing a catch dropped off his bowling, gets frustrated, bowls short pitch deliveries, bowls a little awry. But thankfully, Mustafizur Rahman has kept his cool, not giving the batsman any space to work with.
This is very crucial phase for both Bangladesh and Australia. From Bangladesh's point of view, they need to bowl those dot balls regularly. Keep the pressure mounting and make the batsman make the mistake.
Ah, beauty. That cutter drew the batsman towards it. Kept it at low, slowed it down, 115.5 clicks. Marvelous bowling here.
He's the mystery man so far for Australia. Ashton Agar, after that second defeat in the match, in the series, he said that he has never seen anything like this before from Mustafizur. The way he bowls his slowers, he doesn't actually use only his fingers, he actually uses his wrist as well. That makes it more difficult for the batsman to pick.
And once again ties him up. This has been a magnificent comeback. Not only clinically, technically, but just mentally. Mustafizur Rahman's release you're talking about, he's got such supple wrists. Uses his fingers and See the angles of his wrist. Just rolls it over, accentuates that movement.
And he will get a lot of revolution as well from that. One will turn and the other one will go straight, one will bounce, another one will keep low. That keep the batsman guessing.
But he'll hope to just finish it off on a high. And he does. Marvelous over completed. Just the lone run from it after 13. 69 for 1 Australia.
মশলা বানানোর আসল কাজটা করে এই উর্বর মাটি, সোনালী রোদ আর আমাদের নিজস্ব কৃষকদের পরিশ্রমী হাত। আমরা শুধু সঠিক ব্লেন্ডে গুঁড়ো করি আর খাঁটি জিনিসটা পৌঁছে দিই আপনার হাতে। বসুন্ধরা গুঁড়া মশলা, প্রকৃতি হতে আপনার হাতে।
এটাই সঠিক সময় নিজেদের বাড়িতে ওঠার।
কাপড়ের ময়লা দুর্গন্ধ বাড়ছে, রোজগার না।
লেখাপড়া শিখেছো বলে কি স্বামীকে শেখাবে?
জামা কাপড় আর চিন্তা ভাবনা দুইটা থেকেই পুরনো ময়লা দূর করতে হবে। শেখাবো নিজের কোচিং ক্লাসে।
দুজনে রোজগার করব।
নিজেদের বাড়িতে উঠবো।
বিল টু ইন ওয়ান।
দারুণ খবর, প্রথম অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। আজই বিকাশে 2000 টাকা বা বেশি অ্যাড মানি করুন যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে।
মাছটা আজ তুমি রান্না করে ফেলো না।
মাছ ব্যাপার না, রাঁধুনি রেডিমিক্স মাছের মশলা থাকলে ঝটপট দারুণ রান্না।
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো মাই প্যাক এখন মাত্র 20 টাকায়।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
Bangladeshis current run rate 5.31, required rate 8.43. Shakib into his last. Like said, the batsman gets underneath that one, but he's going to find a fielder in the deep. Get a couple of runs.
It will be crucial for Bangladesh's point of view who bowls that fifth bowler option. Mahedi has bowled just 1 over. Shomo has bowled 1. Shariful has bowled 2. You have also got Nasoom there.
I don't think it's going to be Shomo. Oh, he's bowled him out! That's Shakib Al Hasan for you. He welcomed the batsman. The pressure was building and white across the line, missed it completely, and the death rattle behind him.
You need to give a lot of credit to Mustafizur Rahman, the way he bowled the previous over. Just only 1 run, 5 dot balls. Kept the pressure mounting onto the batsman, and Shakib Al Hasan, he knew it. Bowl onto the stump, forced the batsman to make a mistake, and he did it. Begging McDermott departed for 35, Australia 71 for 2.
ফাস্টেস্ট নেটওয়ার্ক বাংলালিংক দিচ্ছে কম দামে অনেক বেশি। 73 টাকায় পাচ্ছেন 5.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বাংলালিংক।
ওয়াও, পার্লারে গিয়েছিলি?
না তো।
তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে?
গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি থেকে।
শুধু গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি?
এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর রোদের মলিনতা। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলির মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ করে ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস ও রোদের মলিনতা কমিয়ে দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে।
হে বৎস, গ্লুকোজের অভাবে তোমার দুনিয়া এখনো উলটপালট। এই নাও এসএমসি গ্লুকোজ পাউডার ড্রিঙ্ক বোল্ট। এটা শরীর মন চাঙ্গা করে কনফিডেন্স বাড়ায়। বোল্ট, অন থাকুন সারাক্ষণ।
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস। স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসা।
Moses Henriquez comes in, right-handed batsman, Australia into his 22nd match, 346 runs so far. He's in the middle because of this shot maybe dictated by that previous over. That to build up the pressure is going to play across the line, and Shakib Al Hasan cannot be left out of the wicket. The arm ball doing the trick, just keeping a tad low and also not turning enough, just kept on going with the arm. Muted celebrations, but he knows how important that wicket is. The reaction from his captain said otherwise. He knew that Bangladesh were back in the hunt for this win. They've had 6 wins prior to this. 6 T20s, which is their biggest winning streak at home. Their last 6 T20s, Bangladesh have done it. Shakib brings in a slip and a forward short leg. Well, that's pretty bold from the batsman. Gets himself a single.
I like it. Very good captaincy from Mahmudullah Riyad. You put the batsman under some more pressure. There's a new batsman in. They will look for runs. Another wicket from here on will bring back Bangladesh right onto the game. And it's not easy to come out and hit the bowlers right away.
It'll be a combination of the wickets, and also if they can just bowl sensibly, a disciplined line and length, tie them up, build up the pressure like Mustafiz did to give Shakib his wicket from the other end. Work in pairs as bowlers, do some good fielding, mixes it up. So he mixes it up so nicely. Just was aiming for that Yorker length. It hurt a bit, but I think he'll be pretty happy with what's happening in the middle for Bangladesh at the moment. Got all of that. There is some protection in the deep. Only a single.
Very good partnership bowling as well from the two Bangladeshi bowlers. First Mustafizur Rahman and now Shakib Al Hasan has managed to give away just 4 runs in this over and picked up a wicket. So pressure's mounting on Australia. It's coming, it's coming. The fielders and the bowlers will feel like another one coming. And there goes the short leg again, there goes the slip. And there's a bit of chat between captain and Shakib. This will keep the batsman thinking. The nerves will come up again, and how he reacts, it will be very important to see.
Italy Henrik is the new batter in. Oops, it's the moisture, it's the humidity. Almost slipping out. We saw a Beamer when I think it was Hazelwood, was it, who had one slipping through his fingers. Not quite sure who the bowler was on that occasion. Shakib just rubbing his hand in the dirt and get a good grip on the ball. The ball some air. Thought of a run. It's gone past Shakib. He's got the run. But a very, very good over completed. A wicket and 5 runs. 74 for 2.
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
এই বর্ষায় আরএফএল অথবা এক্সপার্ট পাম্প কিনলেই পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় ছাতা একদম ফ্রি। অফারটি সীমিত সময়ের জন্য।
লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা আর বাড়াবে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
সব দিয়েছি বিকাশ অ্যাপের পে বিলে এক জায়গা থেকে তুমি সব বিল দিতে পারবে।
আমার ছেলে মেয়ে দেশের সবচেয়ে বড় বিল পেমেন্ট নেটওয়ার্কে সব বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলা, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন।
Australia are going to reach that target. They need 9 per over from now on. A lot of toing and froing in the field. Mohammad Riyad marshalling his troops. Here's Shariful. It's not quite ready. I think Shariful will try to redeem himself. That must be playing on his mind, that dropped catch. But it should not, because I think Mustafiz Rahman did so very well even when the catch was dropped to carry on bowling well. Slow up pitch and into the hand. He has redeemed himself. Here's another catch. The slow ball doing the trick for Shariful Islam. He's trying to play it down the ground, maybe checked his shot, and the flags are flying for Bangladesh.
That is what can do a collective approach from the bowlers. Pressure from the last 2 overs, force the batsman to make a mistake, and Shariful delivers. It was a good catch in the end from young Shamim, but Shariful held his nerve as well. A youngster, remember, he dropped a catch in the previous over, and now making a comeback. This will give him a lot of confidence. Moses Henriquez departs for 2, Australia 74 for 3.
জান, তুমি এটা খাও, এটা বেশি জোস।
এসে গেল প্রাণ নববিলাসী, বেশি মিষ্টি বেশি জোস।
কিভাবে?
শুধু রাঁধলে হয় না, যত্ন লাগে, যত্ন।
বসুন্ধরা ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যত্নে করে রত্ন ফোটা।
লাইফে সব সময় কেউ না কেউ পাশে ছিল বলে আজ আমি এইখানে।
বিশ্বাস রাখো, তুমি পারবে।
কারো একটা কথাই প্রচন্ড ভরসা দেয়, যে মানুষগুলো আমাকে এগিয়ে যাবার সাহস দেয় তাদের পাশে থাকতেই আমি বিশ্বাস রাখি দেশ জুড়ে ছড়িয়ে থাকা গ্রামীণ ফোনের 4G নেটওয়ার্কে।
Alex Carey, new batsman in, wealth of experience, 36th match for him, 209 runs. He's come in at a position of strife for his team. Tucks it away to get him off and running. Quick run taken. Well, it's all happening. Slowly the pendulum swinging back towards Bangladesh. Shariful Islam getting it with his first ball of this over.
He has shown a very good character as a bowler. Remember, he dropped a catch, the Mustafizur Rahman's over, and then the way he made a comeback, as well as the Aussies will go hard against him, considering the fact that Mustafizur Rahman also bowls the slowers, so he is the actually only fast bowler for them who will go hard at them.
Well, Shakib Al Hasan seemed more excited seeing someone else take the wicket than he did. Didn't show too much emotion. Mahmudullah Riyad did, and these are the wickets that count. Australians are looking to re-establish themselves and go towards the target, losing one wicket. Now the two have fallen in quick succession. Bangladesh are back in the hunt. And well led, well captained by Mahmudullah Riyad. Tad uppish, but safe enough. They don't mind the singles now. Got a wicket, couple of singles. So crucial. Mrs. Hendricks just checked his shot, but really didn't time it properly. Shamim Hussain does not miss those. He's a very, very good fielder in the deep. Shariful. Oh, a load off his mind. Must say that. Two youngsters in the 19 team members, mates, joining together to get that wicket. Smiles break out. They've got to continue with the discipline they've shown. Oh, good ball once again. Quite latch onto it. Another single taken.
If you have noticed, Shamim Bhai, Bangladesh has managed to ride up the boundary. Time since last boundary, 24 balls. Bangladesh has given away just 23 runs and picked up 2 wickets in the last 30 balls. So this is very crucial stage that Bangladesh has been doing really well. Very good captaincy as well from Mahmudullah Riyad. Bowlers and fielders are backing up as well. This is the time they need to grab those opportunities.
Well, that's he tried to sort of improvise, walked into that shot at the last moment, seemed to just roll his bat over, try to check that shot. Knew that if he had gone full hog, he might have holed out to one of the deep fielders.
If you look at the worm, those 2 wickets kept Australia right behind Bangladesh. They needed 49 of 31 balls now. Shariful, really impressive, picked up 2 wickets each in the first 2 games. Also bowled really well today. A very great learning experience for someone like Shariful.
Which Marsh will be wondering. There's 1 ball of this over and 5 to go after. 9.48 the required run rate after this. Can Shariful finish on a high? He does. Just a single from that ball and 6 runs and a wicket. That Shariful over after 15. He moved on to 80 for 3.
ভিটামিন এ ও সি সমৃদ্ধ প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট ড্রিঙ্ক মজায় ও পুষ্টিতে রাখে সবসময় হেলদি। দেশি আমের সেরা স্বাদে প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ফ্রুট ড্রিঙ্ক।
পিওরেটের অসাধারণ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিন, না কিনেই ট্রাই করুন 15 দিন।
Sensation. Classic on strawberry variant.
ভাইরাস থেকে বাঁচবো কিভাবে?
ভাইরাস এক ধরনের জীবাণু, আর জীবাণুর বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিরোধ করতে আছে স্যাভলন সোপের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ। স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ, ডাবল প্রোটেকশন।
Key for Australia is Mitchell Marsh, who's still batting unbeaten on 40. If he stays till the very end, I reckon Australia are in with a chance. Mahdi Hassan being introduced. 48 in 30 deliveries, 7 wickets in hand, run rate required 9.6. Starts well. Good evening. Maroof, which way it's going?
Good evening, Atharbhai. Crucial over, short boundary towards mid-wicket and long on, the right hand on strike. Settled Mitchell Marsh outside the off stump, understandably Mahdi Hassan going off stump, knowing that next up boundary is pretty close. That's good thinking. Which way it's going? This is the variation. Variation. It's Kedar Jadhav, who was pretty famous for it. Asit Malinga type delivery. Variation. The tough call, Atharbhai, answering your question. I think Mitchell's Marsh is going to be very crucial for Bangladesh. For Bangladesh, 2 overs of Mustafiz and the over of Shariful will hold the key.
Yeah, also the fact that if Alex Carey can play a little cameo, it'll ease things for Australia. Even Stevens can go either way. That's what I feel. And I think since you're looking at the run rate, required run rate, it's gone over 10 runs in an over now. So they would need a boundary in each over from here on. 46 in 27 deliveries. Ball, since last boundary, 29. They've come back strongly, but he will hold the key, Mitchell Marsh.
Spot on. That's why this over is very, very crucial. Talking about it this time, much shorter. Mitchell Marsh finding that gap at cover point. This time much flatter. But Australians say it's a boundary.
Yeah, it's a welcome boundary for Australia. A little bit quicker. And he's placed it to perfection. Yeah, he'll be disappointed because he had gone only for 2 runs, beg your pardon, in the first 3 deliveries. And then this boundary. He moves on to 45. He scored in the first 2 games exactly the same number of runs. He's batted beautifully, hasn't he? Mitchell Marsh. Sloppy. He comes back for the second.
Exactly not what Bangladesh want. Extra runs being given. Good knock so far by Mitchell Marsh. 7 in 43 deliveries, anchoring the Australian innings. And the batsman falling apart. Mitchell Marsh holding the fort. Beautiful played for single, maybe a couple. Pushing hard. Yeah, easily made. Very good way to end the over. Australia 90 for 3.
স্বাদিয়া মঞ্চে আবেশে হারাবে মন দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি প্রাণ লাচ্ছি খুব খাচ্ছি আরাম পাচ্ছি
এখন মাসের 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
লাইফ বয় লিকুইড হ্যান্ড ওয়াশের সাথে পাও জীবাণু থেকে 10 গুণ বেশি সুরক্ষা। তাই এখন পাম্প, রাব, ছু করো 10 গুণ বেশি জীবাণু। লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 100 মিলি প্যাক এখন সাবানের দামে।
Hit said before, new batsman coming in. It's never easy to get settled.
They're catching up, the red worm. 10 runs in the previous over. Mitch Marsh on 49, still there, and he carries the hope of Australian team. Have a look at the wickets. Monsoon picking up an early wicket. That was Matthew Wade. He's tried himself to open the innings this time around. Didn't work. McDermott playing a big heave down the leg side, missing it completely. And then Henrik's trying to flick it square of the wicket, only managing to hit it up in the air to the mid-on fielder. Mustafiz is back. Having a discussion with Shakib Al Hassan. 38 in 24 now, getting tight. It's taking a little bit time, Mahmudullah, ensure that he has the fielders at the right place. But it's turning out to be a nail-biting finish here.
Safez off up, finally back as well. Cutter to start with, as usual. Alex Carey had no idea, sticking into the wicket. Go to stock delivery. Just made a name for himself. At the wrist. All the effort in. It's never easy. Pick that up. And also, though you know what's coming, timing, major issue in the slow wicket.
His signature delivery, and that's why he's the most successful left-arm seamer in T20 internationals, by picking up the most wickets for a left-arm seamer. This time he gets Mitch Marsh on strike on 49. 6 fours and a 6 in his innings so far. Well, he will have to bat till the very end to ensure that they have some sort of chance to get those 37 runs in 22 deliveries.
Just had the feeling 10 deliveries. Mr. Fizur decide the fate of Bangladesh innings. And also one more over, got to be bowled by a spinner. Anxious looking dugout of Bangladesh. Russell Dominic, the head coach, along with the rest of his management staff. Closely, mid on up, deep mid wicket, deep fine leg, deep third man, sweeper cover and a long off the field for Mitchell Marsh. Yeah, cutter again, that's a 50. Very well played by Mitchell Marsh. Timely knock.
Yeah, he's been in a very good nick. Good round of applause from the dugout and his teammates. And it's been an important knock. Not easy to bat in the middle, but he's picked up a 50. It's a 4th T20 international half century, and there's still a lot of work to be done. 45 deliveries he has taken, and it's been a responsible inning. 45 in the first 2 matches, identical scores. Now he picks up a 50. Really good strike rate also. He will be hoping that he can finish it off nicely for his team to stay alive in the series. 2 down in the series already. Bangladesh need 1 more win to wrap up the series. It is a 5-match series. That's why it's so very crucial and important for someone like Mitchell Marsh to bat till the very end. 36 and 21 now. Alex Carey on strike. Oh, he's hit that straight onto the stumps.
A lack of pace made it go straighter, much shorter. Mr. Fizur, also reminding our viewers, has never beaten Australia in a bilateral series in any format. So what a brilliant chance to wrap it up today. 35-20 deliveries. Mitchell Marsh very strong. Alex Carey getting his eye in as well. Important. Few more deliveries off Mustafis, as I mentioned. The wicket-taking bowler, go-to bowler for Bangladesh. Got to pick up wickets.
Looking to rotate the strike. Quick single taken. Yeah, 4 50s in T20 internationals for Mitchell Marsh. He's not happy. And all 4 coming in the last 1 month. 1 against Bangladesh, which is tonight. 3 against West Indies. Mahmudullah Riyad was not happy. Perhaps he wanted a quick throw in.
Talking about Mitchell Marsh being in good form, and also plenty of the Australian main players, I should say. 5 to 6 of them coming back. Any the batsmen. Important question going to be with the Mitchell Marsh continue batting at number 3. That's an important question for Australian cricket going forward, especially with the World Cup coming up. Easily say Mitchell Marsh stamped his authority with another slow delivery, keeping low to Alex Carey. End of the 17th over. Australia 94 for 3.
ট্রাভেলে ক্ষুধার মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান মিস্টার নুডলসের কাপ নুডলস, স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসা।
এসে গেল আলেশা কার্ড। আলেশা কার্ড হোল্ডার পাচ্ছেন দেশব্যাপী 90টির বেশি ক্যাটাগরিতে 50% পর্যন্ত ডিসকাউন্ট। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় সব অফার। বিশেষায়িত সেবা হিসেবে আলেশা কার্ডের মূল্য বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ও বীরাঙ্গনাদের জন্য একদম ফ্রি এবং 65 বয়সোর্ধ্ব নাগরিকদের জন্য 50% ডিসকাউন্ট। এখন ইচ্ছেরা সব হাতের মুঠোয়। আলেশা কার্ড, প্রিভিলেজ রিডিফাইন্ড।
That could be a crucial point in this game. And also, Mitchell Marsh, man on form, hold the key for Australia.
The run rate now over 11 runs in an over. 34 required in 3 overs now. But Mitch Marsh has been very good throughout the series. He took his time. It's not a very quick-fire innings because he's taken 46 deliveries for his half century. But whenever he did get an opportunity to pick up a boundary, I think that was the best shot in the innings for him. Some lovely drives. And he picked up the loose deliveries, ensuring that he finds the gap and finds the boundary. Now look at the wagon wheel, very strong on the offside. Few boundaries on the onside, but yes, he's just made sure that he kept on picking up runs in good pace. 51 and 46, a strike rate of just above 110. On strike, Shoriful Islam, the bowler. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Now then, is this going to be taken? It is. Brilliant from Shoriful Islam. That's the wicket they needed. At this crucial stage of the game, Australia were looking strong. Now it is Bangladesh.
What a great comeback by the young fast bowler, Shoriful Islam. Remember, dropped a catch before. This time taking the all-important wicket of much settled Mitchell Marsh. Good catch as well. Running in from long off. And saying, I got you. There is a bit of a argument before. Shoriful Islam had the last laugh. And as we mentioned, in form, settled Mitchell Marsh. Gone 51 of 47 deliveries. Australia losing their fourth for 94.
Daniel Christian is the new batsman, and now 2 new batsmen in the crease. It's not going to be easy for them to score runs freely. And this is where Bangladesh bowlers need to bowl really well. They just cannot afford to release the pressure. Still 34 required. Make that 33. He's here because of this.
Into the wicket. Mitchell Marsh trying to go over long on. Just managed getting the top edge. Lovely catch. Safely. Safe as houses. Mamla elated, understands how important the wicket of Mitchell Marsh, the youngster. Yeah, all pumped up. You mentioned before, Australia has never beaten Bangladesh in bilateral series in any format. What a great chance. And also Dan Christian walking in, difficult wicket, straight away to get going. A lot to ask for.
Excellent from Shoriful Islam, keeping his composure after that drop catch that you talked about early on. I mean, it's so easy to just lose it after dropping a straightforward chance, but he's shown some really good character, Shoriful Islam, and he's given nothing away in terms of his own bowling. He's just gone for 20 runs, and this is his 4th over. And he's picked up 2 very crucial wickets also. Very good. It's been a very good find for Bangladesh. And he'll be hoping to finish off nicely. He's just gone for 2 runs. Already the big wicket of Mitchell Marsh in this over. Short one. Put away in the gap. 4. Important boundary for Australia.
Just had the feeling Alex Carey was expecting a slow ball. Walked into the stroke, waited for it. Never easy to time it. And slow. There you go, keeping the base. And finding that gap, important gap I should say, from mid-wicket to long on. This time a leg spinning cutter. Usually goes the off cutter. This time Alex Carey finding all important boundary for Australia.
Yeah, experimenting a little bit too much on that occasion from the youngster Shariful Islam. This time it's wide outside the off stump. Only a single. 27 in 13 deliveries.
Only one question, Atharbhai. Mustafiz bowled definitely 1 over. 1 more over left. Who's going to be?
Well, if you look at the bowling available, Nasum and Shakib Al Hasan has finished up. Most likely Mehdi Hassan, because he's bowled very good throughout the series. I mean, through first 2 matches and also none for 18. He's just been a touch expensive. He's gone for 18 in 2 overs. Oh. He'll take it. He's eyeing to hit that on the onside, gets the top edge, so finishes up with a bound in this over. So 11 in this over, 1 of 5 for 4.
Youngster, very unlucky. Dan Christian can consider himself very lucky getting that boundary, saying that Australia will take however it comes, as long as it comes. It's 23 runs of 12 balls. Mustafiz looks like it's going to continue. After I mentioned final over, Mehdi Hassan bowls it. 2 right-handers on one right-hand on strike, shorter boundary to the leg side. That could be a crucial moment.
Anybody's game from here. 105 for 4. 23 required from the 2 overs. All important over. And it's going to be Mustafiz. He's just gone for 8 runs in the first 3 overs that he has bowled. He's been very economical. Swing and a miss. Dot to start with. Lovely delivery. Mustafizur has been devastating with the ball.
Yeah, streaky. Also will take it however it comes. Not too sure what you call it, top edge over. Saying that whatever it is, it's a boundary. All important over. Mustafiz 5 more deliveries. Just have the feeling final over will be bowled by a youngster somehow.
Yeah, he's chased a wide one. Could have been easily a wide. It's all about the pressure. It's about the nerves. And he'll pick up a single. He won't mind that at all. Mustafizur Rahman. What a time he's having with the ball. Outstanding.
And Christian taking the ball away from Dan Christian. It was a leg side, it was a deep mid-wicket, long on and a square leg and a bigger hit. A crucial factor in this game. See the left-hand side of the screen, the shorter side. Mustafiz taking it away from Dan Christian. One of the hardest strokes to go to the right-hand side of the picture, which is down the leg side. Third man up, short fine leg up. Here comes Mustafiz.
Bowl again. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Mustafizur Rahman. He did go down the wicket. No, every one of them, the Roos will be hoping that Bangladesh go on to win this one. And you saw him coming down the wicket and the bowled a beauty.
Crucial dot ball. Dan Christian had no clue. Using his feet, trying to get into the pitch of the ball and go straight over. It's not easy. Mustafiz bowling into the wicket, making it even harder. Dan Christian, mind you, just got to the crease. We spoke about how difficult it is for new batsmen to get settled in.
Again, goes past the bat. They have no clue whatsoever. They really cannot figure out how to play Mustafizur Rahman. Forget that. What about boundaries? Because they do need boundaries. 22 in 8 now. It's turning out to be a brilliant over from Mustafizur Rahman.
Tell you what, even a settled batsman would have found it hard to get that away. Brilliant delivery under pressure.
Again going down the wicket and missing it completely. Earlier on, Sharif versus Mitch Marsh. Few words between Mitch Marsh and Sharif, to be honest, did not say a single word.
Oh, nothing. He was asking, how was it dinner? What's for dinner? They're saying that Shariful Islam at the last laugh. Brilliant by the young man. Final delivery.
What an over. What a magnificent over from Mustafizur Rahman. He's given just a single run. He's only given 9 runs in his 4-over spell. Brilliant from Mustafizur Rahman. Australia need 22 in the last over.
Brilliant by Mustafizur. Just 1 run under pressure. There you go. Last delivery. Lower full toss. Missed out by Dan Christian. We spoke about how difficult it's going to be to the new batsman. And experience of Mustafizur did definitely play. There you go. Happy man. He's not talking to the batsman. And rightly so, the Bangladesh players, everyone applauding.
Mahdi Hassan will bowl the last over. Australia need 22. It's looking difficult for Australia. It starts with a short delivery, and would you believe it? He's thumbed that down the ground for a maximum. What a way to start the over.
Just what the Bangladeshi need. Youngster bowling the last over. First ball goes for a 6. And he's under pressure. Just what the doctor ordered for Australia. Massive 6. Easily clearing that. Also, Alex Carey expecting it a bit shorter, much deeper in the crease. And using that advantage clearly.
It's a poor delivery, isn't it? It's a long hop and it was a little bit quicker, so it came quite nicely onto the bat for Alex Carey to clear his right leg and smash it for a big 6. 16 of 5. Can Mahdi Hassan hold his nerve? Nurul Hassan has been quite encouraging for the bowlers behind the stumps. That's well bowled. That's a good comeback. It's only a single. 15 and 4.
What a great comeback. Under pressure, the youngster. This time much slower compared to the last delivery. This is the game-changing point for me. Dan Christian towards long on and deep mid-wicket, the shorter boundary, and the off-spinner coming in. Pretty sure that the target would be outside the off stump, trying to make Dan Christian hit through the offside. whether he'll go towards mid-wicket, targeting the short of boundary, or else play on its merits.
Yeah, what are his options? He has to look to play a big shot. And if you look at the offside, there are 3 men inside the circle, so anything short, perhaps over that third man and point fielder, you have an option to go over the top, perhaps try to play a reverse. So many options. That's well bowled straight to the bowler. Well bowled from Mahdi Hassan. A dot. They like it.
Yeah, Dan Christian not getting away. Not the dot delivery. Trying to hit it straight. Much fuller. Can't get the elevation from that length. Pretty clear. Mahdi Hassan is going to get fuller, not giving the elevation.
Three balls, 15 runs to score. They need a 6. Now we'll have to wait and see. I reckon this might be a no ball, a free hit. Yes, it is. It's all happening. Unbelievable. 13 in 3 now.
Drama at its best. Just what the Bangladesh need. A full toss over the waist high. Correctly called no ball by the on-field umpires. There you go. That's the signal. Alex Carey having the leverage now for a freer hit. Could this be the game-changing moment for Bangladesh? Or else, young Mahdi Hassan under pressure. Got to deal with the goods for Bangladesh.
Yeah, he got the one that went out for the maximum. Alex Carey is on strike. He hit that. It's the free hit. And then well bowled. Is that done? One down the leg side onto the pads. It's a very good delivery from Mahdi Hassan.
What a great comeback. The game of cat and mouse. Mahdi Hassan the last over. Dramas at his best. This time much fuller. And firing it in towards the leg side. So I just need 2 big hits.
Yeah, 2 sixes for Wes Maharouf. And if Bangladesh want to defend this total, they will wrap up the series for the very first time against Australia in a bilateral series. They will go on to win the series. Mahdi has 2 more balls to bowl. And nicely bowled straight to the fielder. That is brilliant. They've already started to celebrate, and why not? Another historic day for Bangladesh. And look at them on the rooftop, knowing this is the very first time that Bangladesh will go on to win against Australia in any format. I mean the series. This is excellent, absolutely magnificent work from the Tigers. They've done it. It's over. Bangladesh have gone on to beat Australia 3-0 in the first 3 matches, and by doing so, they go on to win the Bongo T20 series 3-0 and winning by 10 runs. Celebrations start.
What fantastic scene. Delegates are happy, the players are happy, the coaching staff is happy, the management staff is happy. What a brilliant day for Bangladesh. There you go, the president of Bangladesh Cricket Board celebrating in the box, and the players in the middle overjoyed. The young team beating the mighty Aussies. That of thought to Dan Christian tried his best, but just not good enough. That's the man of the moment for me. Mustafa is under pressure in the 19th over, delivering the goods for Bangladesh. He winning by 10 runs. There's 2 more games to go, all to play for still. Pride at stake. Justin Langer, it's maybe later. Overjoyed coaching staff.
Bangladesh first ever series win versus Australia. Bangladesh 7th consecutive T20 international win at home. And what a way to do it, and they've done it in style. Mustafizur Rahman was a beauty. None for 9 in his 4-over spell. Mahmudullah, the skipper, a 50. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. See the young players putting their hands up and ensuring that they end up winning. There's still 2 more matches to go, but the series is already in the bag for Bangladesh.
Happy scenes. And winning is all about happiness. It's exactly what Bangladesh did. Ever since winning the first game, never let the Australians get into the game. The man who led from the front, Mahmudullah Riyad, and the head coach Russell Domingo. A few tough times the last few months. That's icing on the cake, beating the mighty Australians at home. And also, remember, 2 more games to go, and already Bangladesh won the series.
Yeah, also Australia will have to work out a different ploy. 5th consecutive series loss in T20 international for Australia. Akram Khan, the screen director of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, and also the former captain, chairman of the cricket operation, must be a very, very happy man. With him was also Nazmul Hassan, the president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, enjoying the outing here. Australia, in pursuit of 127, only manages to score 117 for 4 years. Some good work from Mitchell Marsh. Once again, very good with the bat, but not good enough to take his side home.
This is the lowest target defended by Bangladesh in T20s, mainly thanks to fast bowler Mustafizur, as well as the rest of the bowlers who did chip in every time. And the young Mahdi, under pressure, bowling the last over, not giving too much. The winning moment, the elated captain Mahmudullah Riyad. There you go, all to play for. A brilliant series in the Zimbabwe series previously. Continuing the good work, Hassan played his part, especially in the last game. Young Bangladesh team in the mighty Aussies. What a great story. Delegations, they are happy. There you go, the president. That's what sport is all about, isn't it? Joy in the moments. They worked hard. Never thought this could easily beat me. And that's a man. Just 9 runs in his 4 overs and bowling just 1 run away in the 19th over. Mahmudullah elated as we met.
Third T20 international going in favour of who else but Bangladesh. 127 for 9 ended up in a winning score, and in the end, Bangladesh going on to win by 10 runs. Shariqul Islam was very good with the ball, so was Nasim and Shakib. You don't see Mustafizur Rahman there, but he only gave 9 runs in the 4 overs that he bowled. I thought he and Mahmudullah Riyad were at their brilliant best. There was some big shots early on from the bat of Mitch Marsh, but Matthew Wade opened the innings and went out very cheaply early on in that chase. Mitch Marsh went on his merry way. I mean, he's been the pick of the batsman. He knew exactly how to handle the post spinners and the seamers, and he played some lovely shot. That is a top shot over the cover fielder for the maximum. And there's some big hits, but there were no real support from the other end. He picked up his 4th T20 International 50, but nothing much from others. Now was McDermott getting dropped. Probably at that stage, Australia would have hoped that they'd change of fortune, but no. In the very next over, Shakib picked up McDermott.
Moises Hendricks chipping one at 2 mid-on. Shariful made immense after dropping that catch. It was a 50 for Mitchell Marsh, played so well the entire tournament. And it was a game-changing moment for me. On form, got to finish it off, but Shariful Islam, youngster, picking up all-important wicket. Huge stroke by Alex here to start the final over. Just not good enough, and then that was a winning delivery. What a comeback. What a comeback by Bangladesh. And a moment halfway through, just had the feeling Australia was cruising along, but kept on losing wickets in regular intervals.
And you can see the reaction from each and every, how much this means to Bangladesh, how much this means to this young squad. Remember, we have also missed out the services of Tamim Iqbal and Mushfiqur Rahim and also Liton Das. Lowest target defended is 127 by Bangladeshi T20 internationals. This was tonight. They defended 131 also against the same opposition a couple of days earlier. But that is an absolute brilliant performance from Bangladesh. And they should go a long way in terms of what they can offer in this format. It's a 5-match series, the Bongo T20 International Series, the first ever bilateral series between the two countries, Australia and Bangladesh. And first 3 matches have gone Bangladesh's way by 23 runs, by 5 wickets, and tonight by 10 runs. We'll take a short break and please stay with us because we'll be back with the presentation.
ক্যাঙ্গারুরা টাইগারদের ডেরায় 5 ম্যাচ টি20 লড়াই। শেষ হাসি কে হাসবে, মাইটি অজি নাকি টাইগাররা? ম্যাচ নিয়ে কাটা ছেঁড়া। সাবেক কিংবদন্তিদের সঙ্গে আশরাফুল জাহানারার ইন-ডেপথ অ্যানালাইসিস। ইগল সুপার অ্যারোসল হকায় 3 থেকে 9 আগস্ট, খেলার দিন রাত 10টায় টি স্পোর্টসে। ক্যাঙ্গারুরা টাইগারদের ডেরায় 5 ম্যাচ টি20 লড়াই। টিকবে কোনটা, ক্যাঙ্গারুদের কেক না
তারপরে কারণ আমরা যে স্যাম্পলটা সেটাকে যাকে বলে পৃথিবীর সবচেয়ে দক্ষ জাহাজ আর স্যাম্পলটাকে চেক করবো। আচ্ছা পৃথিবীর সবচেয়ে উঁচু বিল্ডিং রাইট, তো এই পিছনে কারা বাজাতে মানে এদের কনস্ট্রাকশনের কাজটা অ্যাসেট হ্যান্ডেল করে তাদের এমন একটা কোম্পানি যারা $1000 এমনকি এদের কেমিক্যাল প্ল্যান্টস আছে। এছাড়া $110 বড় আর যে জাহাজের ব্যাপারটা স্যামসাংয়ের জাহাজগুলো একটি মানে এরা মেগা শিপ। তারপর ভাবুন না কোরিয়ান আর্মি যে রিজার্ভ মার্কেট বা K9 যে ট্যাঙ্ক আছে, স্যামসাং একটা কথা বলছি, স্যামসাং এই ট্যাঙ্কটা ম্যানুফ্যাকচার আপনারা আমাকে মোটামুটি সবকিছু মিলিয়ে প্রায় 80,000 কোম্পানি আছে যারা একটাই 90% যদি আইনি দিক থেকে বা কাজ করাতে ছাড়া বা মার্কেটে যে প্ল্যাটফর্ম আলাদা অ্যাকাউন্ট করে দিতে বা আলাদা আলাদা নামে তারা বিনিয়োগ করবে, কিন্তু এটা একটাই ছাড়া আছে। হ্যাঁ, আর্কিটেকচারের জন্য স্যামসাং মার্কেটিং কিন্তু এটা কোরিয়ান এরা কিন্তু নিজেদের একটা অ্যামোলেড বা ওলেড যে মার্কেটের ফিজিক্যাল বা অ্যাপেলের মতো এভরি টাইম ও এটা অলওয়েজ সাপোর্টেড বা এই যে যে সিরিজ বা যে মোবাইলের কথা বা লাস্ট যেটা ভিডিওতে দেখেছেন আপনারা ও এছাড়া আমরা যে সেই ফোল্ডের কথা যখন বা সিগারেটে আর্টিফিশিয়াল কথা বলবো আর এর বা যে ওরা যে আর এর তারপর আসলে আমরা বাজারে বাজারে আসার আসার আর বেসিক মাইন্ড আর এই ধরে নেই তারপরে আপনি হয়তো কল্পনা করেছেন যে একটা এমন একটা